Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending the House of Kings. First of all, I want to say, a little clap. All right, ready to clap. All right. Thank you. First of all, I want to say on behalf of myself and Andrew right here, who we're both hosting this event, thank you so much for coming. You know, like we know for some people it's down the street, some people drove here 5 hours, some people flew in from Hawaii, it's crazy. So, and some people lost their luggage. I'm sorry, Nick. But seriously, guys, thanks for coming out. I know, like, trips like this, you know, it takes time out of your day, you know, flights get delayed, all that kind of stuff, so I really appreciate everyone coming out. This is a lot of fun. We got some familiar faces here, new faces here. I met some people through TikTok, my community, all that kind of stuff. So in this mastermind, I kind of want to talk about my story, some of my student successes, and we have some students right here. And if you guys are down, maybe you can say a few words here and there. And yeah, I'm going to walk you through my personal content strategy. The cool thing about TikTok Shop is everyone has their own unique strategy. So what works for me is not what you do, or you do. We all have something that's a little bit different about our content strategies. So I want to talk about what works personally for me, and I want you guys to take that and build upon it. So as you guys know, I teach TikTok Shop to my community members, and something I always preach is anytime I teach TikTok Shop to someone, whether they just started out, they've been doing it for a little bit, is I give you the foundation to build a house. I pour the concrete, I build the foundation, but it's up to you guys how you want to build the house. What color you want to build it, how many stories, all that kind of stuff. And that's the beautiful thing about TikTok Shop is we can make it our own thing. That being said, let's get into it. So I want to do a little bit of a backstory here. So 2 years ago, I was broke. Like broke, dude. I was like struggling really bad. And we have a picture of my beautiful Ford Ranger, rest in peace. But that little truck I bought for $1,200 and it got me all through college, you know? I broke it down the side of the road, it wouldn't shift it to drive, it was a mess. That picture was literally from when I was my brokest as of recently. That was January of 2024. Long story short, my front end was shot on that truck. Mechanic quoted me $3 grand to rebuild it, and I'm like, okay, I got $20, so no, it's not gonna work. So I ended up selling a bunch of stuff out of my basement, got money from AutoZone, and I had to rebuild it in front of my driveway because I needed a truck. At this point, I was a broke college kid, and some of you guys know my backstory. I used to be a pilot, actually, a student pilot. So I used to fly like little Cessnas, all that kind of stuff. And I flew for a little bit. It was a lot of fun. My dream job was to be a pilot because I thought, you know, you get money, you get to travel. Seems like the coolest thing in the world. Turns out I'm colorblind. I didn't know until I took that. Yeah, I was flying the plane, everything was great, and they said like, hey John, yeah, actually there's me right there, flying right there. But yeah, they came to me and said, hey John, before you actually get your license, you have to take your medical test to make sure you can actually fly this thing. So I'm like, okay, no problem. Took the test, drug test, flying colors, don't do any of that stuff, right? Passed everything was great, I was physically fit, all really cool stuff. And eventually the lady comes to me and says, all right John, take a look at this book, here's a bunch of dots and colors. What number's in there? There's a number in there? She's like, yeah. I'm like, no, there's a number in there? She's like, what? And I was like, oh, no way. So now we're flipping through the pages, like, all right, what kind of animals in this book? Butterflies? It's a cow, but okay, I'll keep going. So I completely failed the color vision test. So she gave me my medical. It was my medical, but I had a restriction of flying at night because I couldn't see certain colors. And you can't be a pilot if you can't fly at night. You know, we can't be Cinderella up here. So unfortunately, I could no longer be a pilot, and I was genuinely devastated because that's all I knew. Because I had very good parents, very good parents, and they always told me that if I put my mind to something, I could do it. And my mind was a pilot, you know. I'm like, you know what? They get good money. I get to have like a bunch of kids. You know, I get to support them. Big house. They can run around the fields, like all that cool stuff. When I found out I couldn't be a pilot, it was almost like I was going down this road and I saw the castle at the end of the road. I'm like, that's my dream life. I can't wait to go there. And as soon as I got taken away from being a pilot, the street was ripped off. I saw the goal, but I had no street anymore. I was like, what do I do? I can't get there anymore. So at this point, I thought to myself, all right, well, how do I get a life like this? I need money. There's a lot of people that have money that aren't pilots. There must be something going on here. So at this point, I found out entrepreneurship. I was like, all right, well, people probably have businesses. That's probably how people make money. Let me try it out. So between 2020 is when I first started TikTok Shop. When I first started college. And 2024 is when I graduated. Between those years, I started to build multiple different businesses. Out of this very truck, I did landscaping, I did painting, snow removal. I put a snowblower in the back of that thing, went from house to house, just fix people. Like literally everything just get money. Some made money, some lost money. And one of my biggest ventures back then was inventions. So I just logically thought, like, all right, well, if I make something and people like it, I can make money. That's pretty cool. So for 2 years, I was in the invention business, actually. And long story short, I came up with this invention that stops people from breaking into cars. It's actually pretty cool. I made a prototype, I got a patent for it. It was really cool. But the trouble is, if you want to get something like that off the ground, it takes hundreds of thousands of dollars, even to develop a prototype, which I had to do from scratch. So at this point, I was working on that. I actually won an award for it at my school, so I was super happy about that. It was like a miniature Shark Tank event. It was pretty sick. But yeah, at this point, I'm like, all right, I want to do this business. It seems really cool. It's going to be really hard. I want to do something on the side to just kind of fund the business. So from there, I tried doing drop shipping, as you know, like 99% of us have probably done. We tried doing drop shipping, you know, reselling, all that kind of fun stuff. None of it really worked out. And eventually, shout out to my original mentor, Matt, I found his video on YouTube and he said, hey, I make money online with something called TikTok Shop Affiliate. I was like, TikTok? I don't even have TikTok. Isn't that for like girls dancing or whatever? So, you know, I was like, I don't use that. So I downloaded TikTok, found out about TikTok Shop Affiliate through Matt, and I joined Matt's community. And that's exactly where I met Rudy right there. So shout out to Rudy right here. Hey. He's one of the OG affiliates. But yeah, through this community, my first month doing it, I made, I think it was like $600 or $700 in profit in a month into a broke college kid that was making $200 every 2 weeks. I was like, what? I just paid rent making stupid TikTok shop videos. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, what's going on? And my big moment was when I first started doing TikTok shop, it said in my dashboard that I made money, but I was like, I don't know what this means. Like, is this commission? Is this profit? I don't have no idea. So I thought it was cool. Didn't really do much with it. But at the time, I had a joint bank account with my mom. And the happiest phone call of my life is when she called me and said, hey John, I just got this really weird deposit in your bank account. It says you got $500 from TikTok Inc. Do you know what that's about? And I was like, what? It's real? No way. So I open up my phone, go to my app, and I'm like, oh my God, I actually just got $500 from TikTok. Like, it's real money now. Like, it's actually in my bank account. And from that moment, I realized like this could be something huge. So at that point, I was working at Delta. You can see my very happy face right there. Bro's pissed, bro. I was so mad. But yeah, at this point, I was doing okay with TikTok Shop, and I graduated college and love my, you know, certain people in my life, which I love dearly, they were pushing me towards working just a normal job. Because when I say TikTok, they're like, what are you talking about? You know, I'm sure we all know what that's like. So I was working at Delta as like a fail-safe, as a stable income. And I hated it, man. Like, I love Delta, it's a great company, but it's not what I wanted to do. So, funny enough, when I'm taking this picture, I had a 40 grand a month with TikTok Shop Affiliate profit.
Wow. Oh, shit.
It was crazy. I was making ludicrous money with TikTok Shop Affiliate, but certain people are telling me, like, no, don't quit that job, it's a safe thing. And I'm like, no, I can't do it. So this day I quit that job, went full into TikTok Shop Affiliate, and 2.5 years later, I've made well over $300,000 in just pure profit from this stuff. And I don't say that to like show off, but to show you guys like, I was broke. I started from there, and now I'm here. You know, it goes to show like anyone can do TikTok Shop, but only certain people will do TikTok Shop. That's the big difference right here. So we have a bunch of different people here from a bunch of different backgrounds, a bunch of different ages, all that kind of stuff. And whether you're a father, a mother, young, old, fat, skinny, like whatever you are, TikTok Shop is for you. Anyone can do this stuff, but only a certain amount of people will actually do it. That's the biggest thing with this. But yeah, enough about me. Let's talk about some students. So you guys might know, oh, this is blurry, I'm so sorry, but you guys might know I actually do teach a lot of people how to do TikTok Shop. At this point, I thought to myself, like, I've been able to do this really, really well. I wonder if I could teach some other people. And I'm very fortunate to have some students here with me today. And these are just some of the screenshots we have. So Evan's not here today, but Evan, he's constantly hitting, like that was a $13,000 a month. He's doing 13, 14, 15, 21,000, I think was in May he hit from TikTok Shop Affiliate. And this random guy here, what's his name? Oh yeah, Ben Palercio right here, he's actually here today, has been crushing it with TikTok Shop recently. He joined my community almost a year ago today actually, around October of last year I'm pretty sure, making, you know, nothing. He hasn't had, you know, he barely started TikTok. And Ben, if you don't mind sharing in May, how much did you make with TikTok Shop Affiliate?
$47,000. No, actually it's 47.4K.
Dude.
How much did you make in April? In April, I made like 8K.
Isn't that crazy?
Bro.
In June, I made 20K as well.
That's insane, right? So we've had some crazy success in here. We've had one of my students, George, he's not here today, but he's actually a full-time police officer, and he does this on the side, and he makes an extra 5 to 6K on the side, on top of his full-time job. It's not too bad. That's pretty sick. One of my other students, actually, shout out to Roberto, he's actually my very first student. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it here today. He's always hitting 10K months. He's doing really, really well. And then, yep, there's Ben's screenshot, 47K right there. And then we have Mr. Nick Samara, right here, screenshot. And Nick, if you don't mind, in the last month or so, how much are you making with TikTok Shop Affiliate?
Averaging 30 right now.
Just casual. We're clapping it too. It's really cool to see. And we have so many other screenshots I can put in here, but you know, we can only fit so much. But like I say, I never want to take credit away from my students and say, like, I made him that money. Like, absolutely not, bro. No way.
You did, bro. You did.
Oh, okay. In that case, sorry, I did. No. But like I say, I always give my students and everyone on TikTok for free stuff. I always just give everyone the foundations of how to be a great TikTok Shop affiliate, and I coach you through all the way to the top. Like, shout out to like Ben and Nick, for example, right? They were able to build their own strategy from what I teach to them. So now it's really cool because the student becomes the teacher. Now Ben is teaching me like, hey John, like this is how you go awesome on live streams. Nick is saying like, hey John, I found this new way to do product research. You want to check it out? That's the cool thing about being a community like this is everyone's always helping each other out, and that's how we all grow together as well. And another shout out to a cameraman over here, Mr. Steve, also in my community, started TikTok Shop. Oh But yeah, huge shout out to Steve as well. That was the craziest thing with Steve is he joined my community literally within the same month, hit a 1K day. I have never seen that fast of progress before. He literally called me, he's like, John, I hit a $1,000 day and it's noon. Is this good? And I'm like, what? Are you serious? So it's really cool to see that lives are changing with this stuff, and I'm just like genuinely honored. I know everyone said this, but I'm genuinely honored to be like with all of you guys, you know? Because like the money's cool and all, but if I was alone, bro, it'd be boring. It'd be so boring. Like it's really cool to have people around. So that being said, let's get into the sauce a little bit. So with TikTok Shop, this is my predictions of where TikTok Shop is right now and where it's going. So TikTok Shop started in 2023, late 2023. I think it was like October, November, December, right around that area. And this is a little graph right here. It might be kind of small, but it goes to show how early we are on this opportunity. When TikTok Shop first started, actually show of hands, when did people start TikTok Shop? 2023, anyone? 2024.
I posted one video in 20.
One more.
Kind of,
yeah. 2025? 2026. Cool. Awesome, right? And the cool thing is we're still all early. I know everyone says it, but it's really true, dude. But it goes to show that TikTok Shop is always changing. You guys know from 2024, oh my gosh, dude. You can post the most low quality, ludicrous video in the world and be like, it's expensive on Amazon, it's cheap right here. Link below. 40 grand. Like that's not an exaggeration, that's actually what happened, dude. It was crazy. So obviously things are a little bit different now, you know. TikTok Shop is becoming more professional. Bigger brands have already joined, like we're seeing right now. Samsung, Ninja, Shark, Bose, all are joining. I'm sure Apple's gonna be on here, Nike's gonna be on here. Like I think Gatorade's on here now. Like it's getting crazy. So when TikTok Shop first started back in, actually let's go back to China. I think it's called, there it is, Douyin. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
So Douyin was TikTok Shop's original form back in China, and China, right here.
Turn it off, John, turn it off.
Right here. Dude, it's a habit now.
I see Ben giggling on the side.
But yeah, so Douyin, right here, started back in like 2019, 2020 in China, and that was pretty much TikTok Shop's early beta version in China, and it did really, really well out the bat. So it was kind of tested in China, it did extremely well, and then in 2023, that's when it became kind of starting to get mainstream in America, and people made a lot of money. It was crazy. But nowadays it's 2026 and things are going in a different direction, but I personally think it's going in a very good direction. So as of right now, we're finally starting to get to the tipping point where TikTok Shop is starting to become mainstream. 2 years ago, if you said, hey, I bought off TikTok Shop, they'd be like, what do you mean? TikTok has a shop? What are you talking about? Nowadays, it's like, oh yeah, I got off TikTok Shop. So a lot of people are starting to understand that TikTok Shop is a thing, but right now, most people don't know about TikTok Shop affiliate. People know it exists, but people don't know life-changing money's being made from this stuff. They're like, oh yeah, it's like Tengu, whatever, a couple bucks here and there. Nah, not at all. So right now we're getting to the point where a lot of celebrities and influencers are starting to join TikTok Shop. I think Soulja Boy or something. Like he was doing a TikTok Shop ad, and people in the comments were like, "Damn, bills must be high, huh?" But yeah, even celebrities and influencers are starting to realize like TikTok Shop is genuinely like a huge force in the industry right here. We have another shout out over here as well, Lucas. He's actually a TikTok Shop owner. And Lucas, if you don't mind, I'm gonna put you on the spot a little bit here. Why did you start doing TikTok Shop?
Yeah, absolutely. So, like you, I invent things. And I realized that TikTok is probably one of the biggest opportunities. Like you're saying though, we're gonna start seeing bigger brands join, right? It's never been easier to start a company, put it on TikTok. Like TikTok is where you grow a brand, right? You start on TikTok and then you grow it and you grow it and you grow it.
Mm-hmm.
But you're gonna see as a seller, or if you guys ever want to start selling, it's gonna start becoming harder because all these big brands are gonna start coming in, taking up all the ad spend, you know, taking away affiliates from the smaller brands to the bigger brands. So yeah, I mean, I started originally because I saw it as the biggest opportunity I could, you know, especially with like a cheaper product, like a one-time purchase. It's never been easier to do that, but it is getting harder, especially for like smaller brands, because like you said, these big guys are starting to join. Also, you guys are going to see Amazon start to try and compete because, you know, Amazon might be losing customers to TikTok, right? So maybe we'll see Amazon have sort of an affiliate program as well soon. So because Amazon, you know, you don't really have videos, right? So maybe we'll see in the next couple of years other companies trying to start compete with TikTok because this is the best format for buyers, right? Seeing something in real time, a real person using it, clicking a link and buying it. Right, so you guys are gonna have way more opportunities than just TikTok Shop. So I want you guys to look out for that as well. So yeah, super exciting stuff.
Thank you for that insight, dude.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think you absolutely nailed it right there. This is literally the beginning of so many different things.
Mm-hmm.
I like TikTok a lot for a bunch of different reasons. TikTok was the pioneer of so many different things that we just find normal now. If you guys remember when Instagram first came out, I think I was in middle school or something, you would actually run out of things to scroll on. I don't know if anyone remembers this, but if you go on your Instagram profile, you will literally scroll and you hit the bottom, and it says like, you're done for the day. And you're like, oh, okay, cool, you put it away. TikTok was one of the first short form platforms to actually introduce doom scrolling, where you never run out of videos.
Oh, thanks, TikTok.
Yeah, no, yeah. So for better or for worse, like TikTok was the first one of like, let's just make it never end. And that's why it became that's why it became so popular, right? Now Reels exist, now Shorts exist. You will never run out of content now. It's even Netflix, man. If you scroll through, just loops. It's crazy. So TikTok was the pioneer of a lot of different things, including that. TikTok was the invention of clipping as well. We can go into that a little bit as well. Some of you guys probably know the history of that. But TikTok became the pioneer of a lot of different things, and now we're doing it again. Now TikTok Shop has pioneered what we're doing today. Now, affiliate marketing has existed forever, but never has it been like TikTok Shop. Usually it's like a YouTube video, click the link below, goes to a different store, enter your credit card information. A lot of like friction right there. Even when we did dropshipping, link in bio, click the link, different store, warning, do you trust this website? Yes, scroll through, credit card, like so much friction. TikTok is the first thing, scroll, scroll, buy, scroll, scroll, buy. It's honestly genius how great it works. So, question.
Can I give an insight?
Yes, yes.
So on my Instagram, I'll have a video do like 5 million views, and maybe I'll make a couple grand off of it. Whereas 5 million views on TikTok, probably like 10 to 100 grand, simply because of a one tap. So like you were saying, friction, it really does matter, especially as a seller, right? So as an affiliate, making that super easy to let people know where to get it, right? You guys do that all the time, like click the link, right? It's actually so important to say that because never ever before, especially people over the age of 30, they've never seen this before. This is totally new to them, and it still is new. Like you're saying, we're still in the beginning, right? So to keep doing that, hey, tap this, because you don't have to go in the bio, you don't have to go 4 different websites, put your card information in. It's simply tap and Apple Pay. The biggest opportunity is TikTok Shop. Genuinely, like, it's so big. Even start posting on Instagram because they released their shop too. I don't know if you guys know about that. You guys know about Instagram Shop?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys should be cross-posting to Tribe, to Instagram, to YouTube Shorts. Like, all these places, you guys will double, triple your earnings simply just from like what everyone else is doing, right? Copying TikTok Shop. It's just so important to just make sure that it's just crazy. I don't know. It's just crazy how 5 million views on Instagram could convert to like hundreds, little bit, you know, versus TikTok. It's just insane. Like it's never been easier for customers. It's gonna be different than Amazon. Like I'm telling you, Amazon will be trying to copy TikTok soon. So
thank you for the insight, man. And you're 100% correct. It's a crazy thing. I was watching. You guys might have seen Financial Audit. It's like getting pretty popular right now with Caleb Hammer.
Yeah.
I was watching. It was Caleb Hammer and Jack Neal, and Jack asked Caleb, the host, what's like one of the biggest like common trends you see in people's like financials? Like what's the thing they spend the most money on? DoorDash, Uber, TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop is becoming that really is it. Because it's honestly scary how smart they are at this. Because again, like for better or for worse, with doom scrolling, all that kind of stuff. When you're doom scrolling, what are you guys looking for? Dopamine. You're looking for something to excite you. And you guys know, like after doom scrolling for 30 minutes, you're like, it could be the crazy explosion in the world. It's not whatever. Too bored, whatever. So even with the craziest videos, we're getting so bored of it. So we need something, like we need a higher dopamine.
Moan.
What's that? What is it?
No.
What is that? Oh my god. But yeah, as we're doom scrolling, we're thinking like, what's a better dopamine than this? Buying something. So, so that's the biggest thing right here is we're doom scrolling, our dopamine receptors are so fried, the next biggest thing is like, ooh, I get to buy something. As soon as I click buy, little thing goes off, it says, hey, it's on your way to the house, it'll be here in 3 days. That's exciting. So I think just like Lucas said and everyone was talking about earlier, is this is the forefront of what's to come for the next couple of years. I'm sure Instagram Shop, you know, right now it's kind of in the beta stage, it's not really out. It's gonna be a really big thing. YouTube Shop's gonna be a thing. Like so, Facebook Shop, that's gonna be the craziest one right there. The art of scrolling and shopping at the same time, this is the forefront of it. A couple years from now, it'll be like, oh yeah, everything does that. Wait, TikTok started that, really? Same thing's gonna happen. So yeah, it's gonna be crazy. And this is like a little bit of fear factor, I'll be honest, but I personally think it is true. The middle class of affiliates, I believe, will disappear in the next coming years. So right now it's 2026, almost 2027. It's growing really crazy, TikTok. I think around 2028, the middle class of affiliates will disappear. And here's what I mean by that. So right now, there's a bunch of people that do TikTok Shop. Some people just do like a couple videos here and there, they make like $1 or $2, nothing crazy. Then there's the top affiliates, right? People that make 20, 30, 40, even 100 grand a month. Absolutely like retiring families with this stuff. And then there's the middle class that make like 2 grand a month, 3 grand a month, 5 grand a month. I don't think that's going to be the case in the next coming years. I really think that that divide is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's either going to be the people that are making nothing on TikTok Shop or the people making the most money on TikTok Shop. There's still going to be middle class, of course, but I think it's going to be really rare. And that's just because of double inflation. You got more affiliates joining the platform and more customers coming to the platform as well. And I can go into a lot more about this, but the people that start TikTok Shop now, which is all of us right here, we are gonna be the top affiliates, like no question about it, in the next coming years, because we're starting right now. And right now, what's really cool is you're actually building a loyal audience to your TikTok Shop. Like in my, like I do Scalia Selects, I have 32,000 followers on there, which, you know, at first I thought like, why would someone follow me? I just make advertisements. But then I realized like, it's actually a little bit deeper. If someone trusts your face, they'll always buy to you. So I personally met people say like, oh yeah, like anytime I want to buy something, I go to your showcase, John, and buy from yours. Because I just like the way you sell, you always sell honest products, etc. So this is beyond just like doing stuff for commission. You are building a personal brand, a personal image. Your face is going to be associated with your products. So this goes into something I tell my students as well. It's very important that you guys sell good and honest products. Because if you're always like slinging bad products with bad reviews and always lying about it, it's money right now, 100%. But the next couple of years, people will be like, oh, don't trust him. Even if you try to change your image, like, nah, he just sells crappy products. I bought something from him, it broke. No big deal. So I like to promote products that are 4 stars and above. I don't go below 4, like very rarely, like 3.9. But yeah, I think the middle class affiliates will be disappearing in the next coming years. So the people starting right now, all of us, we're gonna make it all the way to the top. So I'm pretty excited right there. But yeah, with that being said, we're going to get into my personal content strategy. So like I said, there's a lot of different ways that people do TikTok Shop, and they're all correct in their own way. But this is my personal one, and you know, I make a good amount of money with this stuff, so take everything in here as you will and apply it to your own content strategy. It's going to be pretty sick. But before we get into this, does anyone have any questions so far on anything we talked about?
No.
Why are you laughing?
No,
No, you're good. Cool. All right. Sounds good. All right. So, number one, this is probably the most important slide right here. Taking pictures, it's all recorded, of course, but in order to be successful at TikTok Shop, you need to find your unique advantage, your unfair advantage. What makes you, all of you guys different from each other? The number one mistake I see a lot of affiliates making right now, especially brand new ones, is they try to become the next Scalia Selects, the next Lush, the next Deals with Tide, the next Family POV, which, don't get me wrong, it's great to look up to people and take notes and everything, but the reason those people are so successful is because that's who they are. So, shout out to George, who's not here today. He said this quote, and I think he got it from someone else, but the reason a lot of people's affiliate videos that just try and copy other videos don't do well is because it's not your personal story to tell. So like, last night we're having some deep conversation on the roof, as most vacations go, but Ben was telling a story about how he grew up, the things he had to face, challenges, all that kind of stuff, and it was a really good emotional story. If I were to just rip off what Ben said and said it myself, it's not authentic, and you can tell that. As much as I try to do it, be like, that doesn't sound like Johnny. It looks like he's trying to copy someone. That's exactly what's TikTok Shop. The reason, and we'll get into this a little bit more, the reason my renters, you're welcome, video did so well is because I actually needed that light. And I actually wanted to put it on my ceiling, and I really liked the product. And that's why it did so well, because people saw that and said, like, oh, this guy's being genuine. He's not LARPing. Like, that's an actual problem he has. And when you look into this, and it sounds crazy, but you really have to analyze yourself from a third-person perspective and think, what makes me unique? And this goes beyond a bunch of different things. Number one is jobs. So whether you guys work jobs or don't work jobs you worked in the past, what is it that you do? So I had students in the past that were teachers, and they were like, hey, John, I'm a teacher. How can I apply this to being, an affiliate? I'm like, bro, you literally have a recording studio. Like, make sure the kids are gone, of course, but the classroom is open. Sell backpacks, pencils, rulers, all that kind of stuff. Hey, I'm a teacher, and this is the exact thing I'm getting all my students. This right here is a 4-in-1 backpack set. Literally perfect. You have to look into what your jobs are and what your looks are. It's gonna sound crazy, but your looks can make you so much money, whether you're pretty or ugly. Actually, funny enough, ugly people make a lot of money. It sounds crazy, right?
Watch where you point that finger, bro.
So like, ugly people pretend. For example, look at this. But that's the beautiful thing about TikTok Shop is it's unpolished. And I think that's why it does really well. Is because, I don't know her personally, but let's say Kylie Jenner, right? If Kylie Jenner says like, this is my personal phone charger. If you guys want to check it out, link for it's right here. It's like, okay, well, yeah, but you're a billionaire. Like, I don't know, like the connection's not really there. Like, why would I trust a phone charger from you? On the other side though, if you're just a normal looking dad, your beers are a little scruffed up, all that kind of stuff, and you're like, hey, like I'm a hardworking dad, I'm always with the kids, I'm always on my phone's always dying, that's why I personally use this anchor charger right here, link for it's right here, etc. People are gonna trust that dad more than just a random celebrity because that's a real person. And that's the cool thing about TikTok Shop is, I always get people come to me like, John, I'm too ugly to do shop. I'm like, dude, you're perfectly ugly. Start building.
So hard.
I don't say that actually, but I'm like, no, dude, like take full advantage of your looks right there. On the opposite side too, like you guys have probably seen men's skincare doing really well right now.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, whether you have great skin or bad skin, both do really well. The reason I have such great skin is because I use Medicube. You see how bad my skin is? I'm gonna try and fix it with Medicube. Literally, no matter where you are, you can use that. Another one too is your interest. Like I personally, I love cars. I'm a mechanic. I love doing that kind of stuff. So I do a lot of car videos because it's something I'm actually interested in. Like for example, Nick right there. He's a big tech guy. He knows a lot about cameras, D-Log, all that kind of stuff. He does a lot of tech videos and they do really well. You have to take your personal interests, your career, your hobbies, all that kind of stuff, and mix it into your content as well. Like another one too is gender, right? So men and women both are great at TikTok Shop, both are successful at TikTok Shop, but the products women can sell really well, 9 times out of 10 are not going to be the best that men can sell. Of course, you can incorporate it, but gender has to play with it. So is age. Funny enough, the older you are, sometimes, the better you can do at TikTok Shop. Because if a young teenager is like, hey guys, buy this product right here, it's like, all right, just trying to get money from me, scroll. But if like a 4-year-old father says like, hey, I'm a 4-year-old father, I'm experienced, blah, 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 this is what I personally use, link for it's right here, people are going to be like, okay, well, he looks like my dad. I trust my dad. I'm gonna buy from this guy. So your age has a big, your age can play into it really well. Another one too is race. Funny enough. So race is a good one too because as all of us are from, like, this is actually perfect. We're all from different cultures right here. And we all have something that is uniquely with our race. I'm Japanese personally, I'm Asian. So a lot of my videos you guys have seen is Japanese backpack, American backpack. This is what people do in Japan, this is what people do in America. That's very personal to me, and that's why those videos did really well for me. You know, like for example, I'm gonna shout out Rudy right here. Rudy's, oh.
Spanish.
Yeah. So Rudy's Spanish. He has Spanish descent.
Yeah.
So a lot of his videos, he talks about like Mexico just won, and I just got their brand new electrolytes by Salud right here. If you guys are Mexican and you want to celebrate the team, link for it's right here. So you have to take your race. Yeah. That's it right there. So yeah, literally every aspect of yourself you can break down and pretty much make a video out of it too. That's another good example too, is actually Rudy is bilingual, he speaks Spanish as well, and he does really, really well with skits with his dad, who's also Spanish. And again, the same thing, like Spanish tradition, Spanish like cuss words, like funny jokes that only Spanish people are like, oh yeah, I get what you're saying. Take full advantage of that stuff right there. But yeah, another one I said, of course, is like, you're passionate, what are you passionate about? Do you like cars, do you like planes, do you like technology, do you like going for runs, are you active in the gym? All that kind of stuff you can talk about. Another one too is careers and hobbies. Careers and hobbies are things that you're naturally interested in, so you might as well make videos around that as well. And here's the most important thing, you're not going to get it the first time. You're not going to be like, I'm going to be the best Spanish creator in the world. 5 videos later, nothing's performing, I'm not going to do it. Guys, it takes time. I think Nick said this earlier and I like it. It's like time's the most important thing with TikTok Shop. Because, like I said, anyone can do this, most people won't though. Because most people post for a week and be like, I don't know, I only got 700 views. Not worth it, bro. It takes time. It takes time, but once you get it, dude, it's the best in the world. So it is gonna take a lot of time, and that's probably my favorite thing about TikTok Shop is it's free. You know, if you guys ever did like drop shipping, ran meta ads, all that kind of stuff, bro, it was so stressful making ads. You're like, this has to be the perfect ad. I gotta put $3,000 worth of ads behind it. If it doesn't perform, I'm out $3,000. TikTok Shop, it's free videos. You can post 80 videos a day. And it's completely free. All it takes is your time. So you can test video styles, certain products, niches. You can do environments. It's really, really cool that you can just unfairly test it. That gets into something else I want to talk about later too. I don't know if it's going to be like this forever. Right now, all of us can post on the internet for free. I don't know if that's always going to be like that. I think it's going to get flooded at some point. I think there's going to be some sort of paywall. I don't want it to happen, but I just think it's going to happen. Hopefully I'm wrong. But separate topic right there. But yeah. We have time on our side when it comes to TikTok Shop, and over the period of posting, what you guys want to do is fine-tune your shop videos. So we're going to go over strategy as well, but if you post, let's say like heavy like Mexican style videos, you know, you talk about like family, tradition, food, all that kind of stuff, over a month, if it doesn't do really well, you don't have to stick with it. You can hop over to technology, you can hop over to cars, you can do all of that. Most important thing though, authenticity. Authenticity is the most important thing when it comes to TikTok Shop. The reason all of my videos do so well is because I actually like all of those products. Now, I'm not passionate about lights on ceilings, right? I'm not like, whoa, this is the best thing in the world, but it's something I wanted, and I was very authentic about it. So we'll get into this a little bit more about product research, actually, it might be the next slide, but anytime you're thinking about doing a certain video style, selecting a certain product, the one thing you want to think to yourself is this something I actually want to promote? That's one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of affiliates make, is they'll hop on and be like, I'll make videos for goalie because everyone sells goalie. It's most, you know, everyone loves goalie. Do you really like goalie? You know, are you passionate about ashwagandha? You know, is that like, yes, I love it, it's awesome. And everyone's promoting it too, so we get into saturation later on. But the best products to promote are products you actually want to promote. Sounds simple, but it works well. And we'll talk about that. Yeah, here we go, perfect, yeah, look at that, boom. So yeah, at this point, you might be thinking like, okay, cool. What types of products should I pick? And like I talked about earlier, you want to incorporate your unfair advantage and put that inside of all of the products you pick. And my most important rule when I talk about this is these ones right here. Number one, is it a product you'll actually use? You know, so if I were to order makeup to just promote it because makeup's going really viral, bro, I'm sorry, I don't use makeup. You know, I don't care about that stuff. So that's something that I wouldn't promote. When I got a free sample of an air conditioner, I mean, low-key I wanted the free sample because, you know, why not? But B, my house was really hot and I needed an air conditioner. Boom, it made me a ton of money. So you want to find out what products do you actually want to use in your life? What products solve a problem you actually have? That's the biggest one right there. 9 times out of 10, my most viral videos are about products that actually solved an issue I had. Renters, you're welcome. I actually needed a light in my house. 24 million views or something like that. When we were in Japan with a portable handheld fan, it was really hot out. I'm like, I wish I had a portable fan. I think it's at 30 million views right now. Wise bulb camera. I was going to Japan last year, and I thought to myself, I want to watch the house while I'm gone. I wish there was a security camera. Let me make a video exactly on that. Boom, 7.4 million views. All of my most viral products and videos are about problems I actually had in my life. Like we talked about earlier, authenticity wins when it comes to this. But another one that's really important is, would you actually buy the product? I don't know about you guys, but sometimes you get a free sample and you're like, this sucks, bro. I don't want to promote this at all. I remember one time I got, I don't know if I can say this, a pew safe, like an actual locking safe. And I was like, I'm gonna make some great videos on this. I'm gonna drop it on the ground, I'm gonna hit it with a hammer. I can't wait, it's gonna be so sick. Literally the first video was like, I can't believe how strong this is. I dropped it, completely broken half, like, bro, what the heck? So, completely destroyed the safe. It was super cheap Chinesium, and I was like, I don't know what to do with this anymore. So I made a video on it, but I was just brutally honest. I'm like, guys, I'm supposed to promote this. It broke. Want to check it out? Link for it's right here, just to get the sample out of the way. But yeah, the most important thing is like, is it a product you'll actually buy? And is it a product that you actually feel confident in posting? I'll be completely honest. I made plenty of videos in the past about products that weren't the best in the world. Translation earbuds, if you know what I mean. But those ones are going viral. I'm like, dude, let me make some skits on it. I'll be honest, bro, they did not work. But I made a lot of money. I'll be completely honest, guys. But I learned my lesson. So when you're promoting products, make sure it's something that you actually feel passionate behind. It's something that you feel confident behind. And a lot of you guys might be thinking, what niche should you be in? I actually want to get some questions here. What do you guys think is the best niche for you to be in?
Tech.
Tech? Okay, tech.
Home.
I do a variety,
Home.
so
Okay.
home is pretty good.
So yeah, home, tech, anyone else? Best niche that you think you could be in?
I think it depends what you're good at, like a multitude of things. Whether
Boom.
it's tech, home, beauty. I would say tech for me.
Mm-hmm. Nail on the head right there.
Tech, home.
The best niche to be in is the niche that you're passionate about. It's not like home makes more than tech. It's not like cars make home or cars make more than beauty. The best niche for you to be in is the niche you actually want to promote. That's the biggest thing. Is a lot of people think like, I'm going to do home because it makes money. Do you want to do home products? Not really. Then don't do it. You can make money in any niche. You just have to be passionate. Dude, the best example is one of my students, George. He's a police officer. You know what his niche is? Tactical gear. Would you tell a beginner affiliate like, yeah, go to tactical gear. It's the most lucrative out there. He promotes things that have like 20 items sold, but no one else is promoting it. And because he's a police officer, he knows what he's talking about. He makes $6K a month from that stuff. So you need to find a niche that you're actually passionate in. That's the niche for you to be in. And these are some good ones right here, is you have to have some sort of authority inside of your niche. So again, George is an example. George is a police officer. He literally has that authority of being a police officer. So when he makes his videos, he's like, as a full-time police officer, this is the best bulletproof vest out there, and here's why. It's got, I don't know much about it, but like Kevlar insoles, blah, 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 etc. He has that authority, For example, Nick. Oh, actually, hands up, yeah.
I have a question on that.
Yeah.
So, I totally agree with what you're saying about like you can make money on anything, but do you agree with for that specific demographic that there might not be that demographic is so niche that he is eventually capped? Like he's not gonna he is making money on there, but do you foresee him making 100,000 a month just selling tactical gear? Is there enough people buying tactical gear on TikTok Shop versus people buying supplements or clothing? Yeah.
That's a great question.
Point, yep.
That's a great question. Yes and no. Because in theory, anything's possible, right? Like who knows, like tactical gear might be the place, like who knows, like TikTok Shop might be the place where all the tactical gear people go to. You never know. But that's the cool thing too, is you can always change it and expand it. And George is actually doing that right now. He is still doing tactical gear, but he's expanding into tactical clothing as well, which is a bigger niche. These are cargo pants that are great for construction, but it's also great for like carrying your pew, all that kind of stuff. So that's a great question, and that's the cool thing about TikTok Shop. You're not locked into it. Like it's not like, I got 5 more years of being in tactical. You can change it anytime you want. And if your passion starts to change, start changing on Shop too. Because same thing, like I started doing a lot of car content back in the day, but at the time it was winter, it was freezing outside. I'm like, I hate doing car videos because it's just cold out. Then I switched to home products because it was inside, and I'm doing well with it now. So yeah, when it comes to niches, you can always adapt and change, and you can always expand on it too. So like George is tactical gear, now he's doing tactical clothing. Now he might do business clothing, and you can always expand from there. But yeah, great question right there. But yeah, another one too is you want to become a miniature expert in your niche. You know, a great example I like to do is golf. Who here golfs? Anyone? Golf?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. Do you golf?
A little bit.
A little bit.
I enjoy it though.
Okay,
I
okay.
enjoy it.
Perfect. So I'm not the best at golf, but I can do some golf. You know, I can do a par 3 every once in a while. But for example, if Unissa were to come to me and say, "Hey John, I'm really looking to get into golf. I need a set of irons. I have no idea what to do. Could you help me out?" I am a mini expert on golf. I don't know much about, like, I'm not crazy on it, but I know enough. I can tell Unissa, "All right, well, since you just started out, actually, let's do a real one, right? Could you ask me, hey John, I want to start golf." We're doing.
Hey John, I want to start golf.
Oh, that's sick. Are you looking to just start? Do you want to do it as professionally, or do you just kind of want to see what happens from there?
I just want to do it every other week or so, just for fun as a hobby.
Sweet. And have you done golf before, or?
A couple times with my buddies.
Okay, sweet. And you don't have any clubs or anything yet, right?
No, I own nothing.
All right, cool. What's your budget when it comes to golf? Are you looking like a couple $100, couple $1,000?
Oh, maybe right in the middle, in between. Nothing too
Okay.
crazy, but nothing too cheap.
Cool. And you want to like actually learn how to golf, right? You want
Yeah.
to potentially like go really professional with it. Not
Yeah.
crazy. Okay, cool. So in that case, I would usually recommend this set of Top Flight clubs. They're like $99 for a full set of irons.
Okay.
But I'm gonna be honest, it caps you out. So it'll literally start you off from the beginning of like, oh, I can hit a par 3, no problem. But once you want to go professional, you have to ditch those clubs and go to a full set of Taylors. So I would personally recommend Callaway, because Callaway is a great brand where you can start as a beginner, it's beginner friendly, but there's enough room in there where you can actually go into the professional stage as well.
Cool.
So instead of buying like the super expensive Taylors or the really cheap Taylor flights, just get the Callaways in the middle. If you want to check it out, actually, they do sell it on TikTok Shop for like not even that much too. So I'm gonna leave a link for it right here if you want to check it out.
Cool. Thanks, man.
And just like that, there you go. So I'm a miniature. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, that's a great example of being a miniature expert. I'm not like a golf pro, but I know enough to recommend to Unissa, like, hey, this is the best brand for your buck. Check it out right here. And this goes into something I'll talk about later on as well. But another content method I like to use is something we came up in Matt's community, is something called the FaceTime method. You see, when I was talking to Unissa, I was like, well, let me get the best set of clubs for you right here. Unissa goes, what the hell's wrong with you? What are you doing? I'm talking to Unissa like an actual friend, but I have a little bit of authority in what we're talking about. Now, that's just one style that works really good with TikTok Shop. It's my personal favorite style. If you're talking to someone on the camera, you want to talk to them like this. You want to talk to them as a friend, but you have a little bit of authority in whatever you're selling. So whether it's an air conditioner, right? Yeah, I sell air conditioners, we're friends, you're looking for one. I'm not gonna do the whole salesman thing. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, this one's pretty sick. Like, it works good, here's how it works. If you wanna check it out, it's cheap exclusive pound for it. So that's another thing too, is you wanna talk to the camera as if you're on FaceTime with a friend. That's something that always works really well for me, because, yes.
Can I say something about value?
Yes.
There's another thing that should be on here. I don't want to take away from you.
No,
but,
for sure, yeah.
Whether you guys want to hear this or not, value, the definition of value is when you remove a limitation from a customer that they couldn't do before. Now, the reason why your videos do so well is because, yeah, you had the problem. Obviously, you know exactly what pain points to hit on, what exactly to talk about. Some other people that have the exact same problem are going to see that and be like, never thought of that. Now, that's value. That's the definition of value, removing a limitation that a customer could not get before the product. Now, if you hit on these pain points exactly, if you hit on these problems that the customers are having in a certain way that resonates with that customer, you are creating value for them, right? Now, when you go from value, right, we could talk about the product itself. Is it fast? Fast shipping? Is it free? Maybe not, probably not. But is it cheap, right? You have to have all these certain criteria to create value for a customer. You are a seller, right? You're a seller. You're not just someone that makes videos. You sell, right? So you have to create value in a unique way. And John does that so perfectly by getting in the head. Like, that's why solving problem you actually have is so important, because you're creating value for yourself. Therefore, you can create value for other people who are going to resonate with your problem. And that's why you get in the customer's head, they think, wow, I never thought of that. That's genius. Let me get that. Because you are creating innate value for that customer. So,
Dude.
whether that's helpful or not.
Extremely helpful. Thank you, Lucas. That's a great point right there. That's something I actually want to touch on as well. is something that helps me personally as well. As crazy as it sounds, I like to literally picture the face of my customer. Big one right there. So if you try to appeal to everybody, it's not going to work. So this is something I told Lucas back in Arizona. It's like one of your videos are like, if you're a mom or dad or this or that or this or this or this or this product works good for you. On the surface, that can work because you're trying to target everyone, like shotgun sniper method. Shout out Matt. But in reality, my opinion, is if you just try to focus on one niche per video, that's going to be the best. So, like gym rats, you're welcome. And that video got like, I think 1 million views or something. Something like that.
Yeah.
So one video could be gym rats, you're welcome. Moms with baby powder, you're welcome. You can do so many different things right there. Oh, I thought you had a hand up.
My bad.
But yeah, when I make videos, I like to have a literal image of who I'm selling it to. So when I was doing like the Wise bulk cam, I was literally picturing like a suburban, like family, kids, picket white fence, dog, and I'm like, how can I appeal to that specific family? I'm going to talk about technology. I'm going to talk about safety. I'm going to put a little bit of fear in there of like, what if they come to the house and you're not home? I personally like to have an actual image in my mind of like who's my target customer, and it helps me speak to the camera as if I was speaking like face to face. That's something that works really well for me. And again, this is something I'm going to keep on saying, authenticity wins. You want to be yourself and you want to put that on camera. All right, let's get into some nitty gritty right here. So this right here is how I like to pick winning products for TikTok Shop. So I can make like literally hours and hours of just this, but this is like a really good summarized version. When you're picking products in TikTok Shop, there's a few metrics that I personally like to look at, and I'm gonna kind of go over it right here. You guys take pictures and everything as well. This is my winning product formula, a very simplified version of it. Number one, when you see a product in TikTok Shop, does it solve a problem? It's like the very basics of it, right? If it's like, this right here is a blanket, that's all it does. All right here, no, bro, don't do that, right? It needs to have something. This blanket is super cheap, solves a problem. Things are expensive. This blanket's really big. I have a large family. Put it right here. You can all go on the couch together, all that kind of stuff. This blanket heats you. It cools you. It needs to have some sort of special feature. And shout out Matt again. Purple cow is something he said to me, and I really like this. The premise of a purple cow is this. You drive down the road, a bunch of cows on the side of the road. You're like, oh, cows, whatever. Really go, whoa, that was purple. You guys see that? That's so weird. That's what you need to find with TikTok Shop products. If it's just a blanket, who cares? It's another cow. It blends in with everything. If it's a blanket with Scooby-Doo on there, if it's a blanket that turns red when you go on it, like if something really cool like that, that is a purple cow product, and that's what we should be promoting on TikTok Shop. Like for example, like Nick, he's doing the fidget spinner. Immediately like, this is a fidget spinner, I put it in my pocket and right here. Like that is a purple cow product. Most people haven't seen that, and it catches your attention immediately. And this isn't necessary, but it's something I like. If you can get a product that sells itself and you can visually demonstrate it, you can make a lot of money. This is why I personally don't sell supplements. Of course you can sell supplements, but for me it's really hard to be like, this gummy right here, make this bigger, like I can't really do it too well. Nick, you had a question?
So Matt was the one that came up with the purple cow method?
He's the purple cow method.
The irony.
The irony?
He got it in the end.
Oh, yeah, the other question, yeah. Rest in peace, Boston Boys account. Oh, that was really sad. But yeah, if you can find a product that's visually demonstratable, I personally find it to be a lot easier to promote. It has to be a product that kind of sells itself. Like when I made videos in the Wise bulk cam, that sells itself. It's like, look at it, right? Like it screws in, and you can literally show like, unscrew your light bulb, take this, and just like that, you're done. It's really easy to demonstrate. And this is my personal strategy right here. This is an old screenshot, but right here it says 4,378 of these sold. I personally brought it to 20,000, just saying. But when I first found this product, it was at, I think like 1,200 sold. And I thought to myself, like, okay, this has a lot of potential. When you guys are looking for products to promote on TikTok Shop, in general, and I'll talk about this a bit, you want to look for products that have at least 1,000 items sold. Because if it has like 21 items sold, it's usually not a product that people are hopping onto. It's not really that viral worthy. People don't really care about it. It doesn't have enough proof of concept that products that have 1,000 sold show that people are interested in it, but no one has made a good video on it yet. So it has that potential. Now this isn't always the case. Like for example, like this is Wise. It's a pretty big company. If they were to release a brand new camera tomorrow and it said 2 sold, I would promote it because you have the proof that it's a big company. But if it's a random like Xing company in China, random.
Racist, bro.
Yeah, I can say it in Japanese. Actually, I might make it worse. I'm sorry.
Asian.
What was that? Xing Xing?
I'll look it up. That's probably a real company. But if it's such like random Chinese dropshipping item, phone stand, 9 times out of 10, I wouldn't promote it because it doesn't really have that much potential to grow. So if it's a company that you know for a fact has ad spend, like if Dr. Squatch releases a new cologne tomorrow, 2 sold, hop on it immediately because it's gonna do really well. Another one too is if you click this little gray area, right here it says like how many are in stock. I generally like to shoot for 1,000 or plus in stock. If it says 27 in stock, you promote it and you sell out 27, that's it, you're tapped out. Now, most companies will eventually restock, but some companies, like for some reason they don't care. They're like, eh, whatever, we're just getting rid of old inventory, that kind of stuff. I generally like to shoot for 1,000 in stock. Now, this one right here is completely up to you. How much commission should you be getting for this? So, in general, this is my bottom, right? This sounds weird, but it's alright. This right here is my bottom dollar. I don't promote products that have less than 12% or $2 in commission. And that's just simple math. Let's say that in general, let's say that you're promoting a product that has $1 commission and you sell 1,000 of it. Now, don't sound spoiled, right? But if you sell 1,000 of it and it's $1 commission, you only make $1,000. If that was $5 commission, it's $5 grand right there. So this depends on a few different things. It also depends on the product as well. So if the product is $61 and you get $1 in commission, you're not going to sell that much because it's an expensive item and you're not even getting compensated for it. But on the other hand, if the product is $10 and you get $1 in commission, a lot of people are going to buy that because it's such a simple, like, hey, let me buy it, whatever. So you can make a lot of money with lower commission. And I think you had a question, Lucas?
Yeah, we kind of just answered it. I was going to say, for me, right, I offer 20%, but it's only a $15 product. So is that, like, how can I create value for you guys to where it makes it worth it to promote a $15 product? And, like, obviously, with a $15 product, my margin's much slimmer, right? These $60 products can give more away because it's a more expensive product. So where's that sweet spot for you guys with like a $15 product? You know what I mean?
That's a great question. So your product retails for $15, you said?
Mm-hmm.
And how much, 15% commission?
20%.
20% commission. So, not the best at math. How much is that dollar-wise?
You sell the 3 of those?
I sell bundles, yeah. So I sell let's say I sell a 2-pack for $15, offer free shipping. You guys will probably get like $2, $3.
Mm-hmm. I see, yeah. So I was gonna say, yeah, you just nailed it right there. I think the biggest thing would be bundles.
Yeah.
It'd be really cool. So even for videos, if you can say something like, so you can get a 1-pack of this for, well, can't really say prices nowadays, but
Sure.
you can say something like, if you guys want to get this for the whole family, they actually sell a 3-pack for a really good deal. I'll leave the link for right here. And that's a lot more like tempting for affiliates to promote because it's like, oh, I'm gonna get a lot of commission off of that.
Sure.
And I realized that with clothing as well because I just started doing clothing in the past month or 2, and I was hesitant to do it at first because the commission was so low.
Mm-hmm.
It was like usually 8%, 10%.
Yeah.
But with the bundles, you get like $4, $5, $6 sometimes. So that's why I asked about the bundles.
Fair enough.
I think like as a brand owner, and especially in this space with TikTok, I think you got to think almost in the terms of an affiliate, and kind of not to say it in John's words, but like think about what your bottom is, right? But like, so you know it's $15, but like very like what I've seen, especially because when I first came onto the space in 2024, and I just saw what TikTok was doing, I wasn't like a full-time. Like my side hustle wasn't TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that Goalie was able to take their sales from a fairly household name to like just the top of TikTok by really lowering their own profits and giving as much to the affiliates. So you should be considering like, what is my bottom that I need to be profitable, and if you can make a profit while giving more to the affiliates, it'll incentivize them to promote your product.
Yeah.
So if you can offer 20, 25, because that's what I do with my brands when I'm working with them. I try to get the highest commission I can, and part of my pitch is like, hey, you can either keep your own commission as high as you want, but not sell the product, or you can increase the commission and still maintain profitability, and that'll get people to promote your product. So I think that's a question for yourself of how much can I push that limit to still be profitable, and then maybe later on when you become established, you can scale that commission back. Like In
Right.
2024, you can ask the affiliates over here, like some of them were like 25 to 50% commission, right? So, and then now that the platform's evolving,
Yeah.
they're scaling it back. So, if you become a household name with Powder Power, you could probably lower that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, personally, I think 20%, between me and you guys, right? 20% is, you guys probably will make more money than me on a product. Even though it's $15, you guys have to think about, gotta invest in my employees, gotta invest in the company, like TikTok, I gotta pay them, I gotta pay shipping, like all these things that people don't think about. Like even customers, they're like, it's $15? It's like, well, yeah, I run a company. I'm not just getting $15 and running away,
Right.
you know?
Yeah,
So-
we understand with like the sellers gotta make money too. But I think like going back to like at the end, you have to just figure out what that bottom line is, where you're still profitable, and then
Investing in
everything else that is above your limit should just go to the affiliates, whether it's ad spend, commissions, whatever it is. Those are our two biggest value from a brand, is that they can give us ad spend and commission.
Sure. Yeah. That's the hard part with the cheap product, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, another one too is I was talking to Rudy about this too. Is like incentives are always good too. If you have do you have like a Discord for Paddle Pal?
Yeah, I have Discord. I got big rewards.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say if you could do something like Wise does it too, where it's like for if you make let's say 10,000 GMV, we'll give you $1,000 cash.
Yeah.
So something like that'd be sick. And just like off topic too, but like you said, actually I don't know if it's confidential or not, but like if you were to partner with like a bigger company, that could be another big thing too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, really good points right there. And last but not least, gut feeling.
Yeah.
That's my biggest thing right there. Is if you see a product and in your gut you're like, yeah, I can blow that up. For sure, 100% I can make that go viral. That is, dude, that's been a common denominator for 90% of my videos. Every product that has gone viral for me, in the initial stage of it, I was like, I got a great idea. I'm gonna do that right there. But again, like I said before, this is the foundation. You can always tweak this, right? You can maybe do $5 in commission. Maybe you can do 2,000 in stock. Maybe 20 in stock. Or actually, don't do that. Definitely don't do that. But you know, like you can always like tweak it. Another thing with commission too, like I said, it's or. Because right now I'm promoting an air conditioner. They increased my commission now, but in the beginning it was 8%. But the air conditioner is $400. So I was getting like 20, $30 off of it too. So the or is very important right there. But yeah, let's get into the fun part. Viral videos. This is the big one, right? So hopefully this works. Yeah, let's go.
Vehicle has a screen in it.
Alright, cool. Cool. So, how to spot viral videos. So, there's a bunch of different methods on how you can do this, but I'm going to talk about all the ones that I know about, all the ones that I personally do, including that one right there. Yeah, let's do it. So number one, obviously, daily virals. You guys all know daily virals, I assume, right? If not, it's a website that one of my buddies made. Shout out Beans from Matt's community back in the day. But yeah, it's basically a scraping software where it takes all the data from TikTok and puts it into a neat little folder where it's like, today, these videos are the most viral in the world. And I was
Weren't you number one yesterday?
I was gonna say it, but that works really good. But yeah, I was number one on the Daily Bars yesterday, so pretty hyped about that. But yeah, Daily Bars, it's a great software. I do recommend you guys use it. It's actually really nice, and it's like $50 a month, which you definitely make your money back on that. But there's other ones out there, like Daily Bars. It's like Data. There's SoCo, bunch of other cool things right there. Those tools work really well, but I personally really like this one, which we'll get into a little bit more. Number two is going to be the Explorer method, and this is just the bare basics of it. This is where you're literally scrolling through the TikTok Shop tab and just literally scrolling. You're filtering through commission, bestsellers for the day, scrolling through, and TikTok's always updating their algorithm and how their platform works. So they're always adding tools and stuff if you click that Shop tab, and that's the basics of it, And you can actually find some good gems off of there. I found Aquajo by doing that, just scrolling through Shop, and now it's at like 17K sold. And this one's my personal favorite. For You page. Basic, but works so well, man. Oh my gosh. TikTok Shop, your TikTok Shop account, like my Scally Flex account, never doom scroll on your main account. I sometimes do it, I'll be honest, right? Like, there's like JJ, if you scroll through this, like JJK edits, like, dang it.
I never do it. I do it sometimes.
I'll be honest, it's one of those things like, don't do it. I do it sometimes, but don't do it. With your For You page, this is exactly what you want to do. So, I have a screen recording of my For You page right here. Watch what I do. Ready? Check it out.
Vehicle has a screen in it with CarPlay, you can hack it. But the hack box that plugs directly into your
So, oh, whoops, there she goes. Come on. No, come back. All right, there we go. We're back. My bad. Hold on.
vehicle has a screen in it with CarPlay, you can hack it.
Bro, come on. Okay, I'm just gonna stay that side. I'm sorry, but you're gonna see here as I'm scrolling through my For You page, I only watch videos that have the TikTok Shop link. And you're gonna see that I physically let the video play out. I'll like the video, I'll save the video, I'll click on the link like this, I'll scroll through, I'll look at the reviews, and this feeds to the TikTok, I guess you could say like the TikTok network, that this guy's interested in this product. Let's feed this guy more TikTok Shop stuff. So this is me literally scrolling through For You page.
With the hack box that plugs directly into your UBS.
The hottest Christmas gift of 2026 just got a major update.
Watch the
Sit down,
video.
go in the door.
Click the
This is
link.
Talk Walk On Commute.
A miniature freaking
Watch the
cooler with
video.
all kinds of minis inside, and it comes with a beach
Click the
ball.
link.
Absolute favorite is this mini.
This is the 118 scale.
This is my For You page.
Japanese sweatpants.
You can save so much money.
Scroll through there. See?
Just thought about this back home.
So anybody else that
American
There
mouthwash,
you go.
Japanese mouthwash. That is nothing and
But as you can see, that's my For You. Yeah. That's my For You page right there. You saw like literally 80% of my all the videos on my For You page were shop videos, right? And this is because I trained my algorithm to do this. Anytime there was like a random video of like the news or an edit of something cool, I'll scroll past it. At least I tried. I sometimes fall victim to it. I'll be honest, bro.
Hook's too strong.
Yeah. But this is what you want to do in the beginning is only like, interact, save videos with the little link right there. And if you do this for like 2 or 3 days, TikTok is only gonna feed you videos specifically about TikTok Shop. And then once that happens, then you want to go even above that and say, only like, save videos that you're interested in. So if there's a makeup video, even if it's a shop video, scroll past it. If there's one about cars, not interested in cars, scroll past it. If there's one about homes, home products, watch the video, like the video, save the video, click the link, add it to your showcase. And then eventually, TikTok is only going to feed you specific TikTok Shop videos about products you like. So now if you scroll through my For You page right now, it's all home products. There's no makeup videos on there because it shows that that's what I'm actually interested in. That's my personal favorite pick right there. It sounds simple, it's completely free, it's right in TikTok's algorithm. Use the For You page optimization. It works so well. Another one too is shop scrolling. I'm gonna have to show you this on my phone. But this one's pretty cool too, so I know it's a little small, but this is just my For You page right now, right? Here's what you want to do for shop scroll. You want to click the shop tab right here, and I'll give your hand up.
You could pair it to the TV if you want.
I don't want to disconnect this though. Take it out. But yeah, once you're on the shop page, you kind of scroll through. Actually, is that? Oh yeah. And you can see all the videos right here, right? So you have like products right here, and what you want to find is a video on the shop page, like this one. And that's just a normal video about like a butt cushion, right? But here's the magic. Every video you scroll from here is 100% a shop video. So this is a method that I love using as well. Is if you go in the shop tab, find a video like this, click the video, every video from there is guaranteed to be a shop video.
That's why you can set your own.
Exactly. So if you want to doom scroll, this is literally the way to do it because it's only shop videos. There's no entertainment videos on here. And what's cool about this too is you can actually niche out, or niche in I should say. So like, let's say for example I click, oh, look at this guy.
Is he about to finger that? Hey yo.
Yeah. If you stick your hands like this. So this right here is Nick's video, right? And he's promoting a tech product. So every video I scroll from here, same product, tech.
Tech guy, right?
Tech. 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 So if you think to yourself, I want to promote some tech products, you find one tech product video here, click it, and every video you scroll from there is going to be tech. And let's say you want to do like, what's this video right here? Let's see. So this one's a comfort hoodie, right? I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do clothing. I click the comfort hoodie video, socks, sweatshirt, pants.
Ooh.
Yeah, don't get distracted. Shirt.
Stay focused.
Sweatshirt. And now every video I scroll is a clothing video. So if you want to explore different niches, that's how you can do it too. You just got to find one video on one specific niche and just keep scrolling from there. That's a great method, shop scroll right there. And finally, and another easy one to do is the spy method. Just literally, and people do this all the time, go to top affiliates, or at least affiliates you really like. So, you know, it could be myself, it could be Lush, it could be deals with TY, all that kind of stuff. and spy on them, honestly. Like, look at every video they post and look at their showcase. If you click their showcase, it will show that they added products, but they haven't made videos on it yet, which means they're gonna make videos on it. So you can kind of like shotgun sniper, snipe that video before they make the video. So you can click like, for example, like let's say Bennett, right? You click one of his videos or his showcase, and there's a brand new shark vacuum in his showcase, but he hasn't promoted it yet. No one's promoted it yet. Promote it, beat them to it. So that's a really cool way too, is you can literally spy on creators, you can go to showcases. Funny enough, like most of my sales on my TikTok shop page is of course like actual customers, but I would say a good 5 to 10% of it is other affiliates. Because as soon as I promote a product, like for example, Powder Pal, right? Great example. I promoted Lucas's product, the Powder Pal, and during that week, everyone else was promoting it. Because it was like, oh crap, Scouty Select's promoting it.
Do it again!
Yeah,
Do it again!
I'll do it again, yeah. So like, as soon as I started promoting Lucas's product, everybody else started hopping on it because, like I don't want to do my own homework, but like I'm a trendsetter in that sense, you know? Like, John is promoting this must have crazy GMV, it must be a crazy good product, let me hop on it right now. So creators are already doing this, and you can spy on other creators and kind of snipe their showcase before everyone else starts promoting it. Question?
For the people watching YouTube, it's under the creator's choice. So when you go to the showcase, you click creator's choice because it literally shows what they just recently added.
Yes.
So they don't get confused and they look in on like the regular. It's under that one.
That's a good point. Thanks for mentioning that. When you click the showcase, there's like a little filter icon. I think it's recommended products and creator's choice. Yeah. Like Matt said, if you click creator's choice, it'll say like, oh, you had it like 2 seconds ago. Yep. Go from there. But yeah, that's how I personally like to do it. A million different ways you can do it. This is my personal method right there. You can pick any of them right there. Personally, I like these two, man. Those work really, really good.
Free sauce, baby.
Free sauce. All right, so this is gonna be 10 grand if you guys can die.
Didn't we already think?
Stretch. What is it?
You're really getting everything here.
Oh yeah, deep sauce. Next up, we're gonna be talking about how to brainstorm your video ideas. This is the big one that a lot of people get stuck on. So a lot of people say that their biggest setback with TikTok Shop is like, but John, I'm not creative. How do I come up with our video ideas? So there's actually a bunch of different ways you can come up with video ideas. That's the cool thing about Shop again, is you don't have to be creative because you can just, I don't want to say steal people's creativity, but you can get inspired by other people's creativity. So the number one thing is you have to understand your product better than anybody else. You have to be an expert on it. So, for example, when I was doing the Wise Bowl Cam, I need to know that product in and out instead of beyond everybody else. You have to be a mini expert on it. Because as most of you guys have probably seen, when you make a video on TikTok Shop, half of the comments are usually bad things, right? All right, anyways, back to it. So when it comes to brainstorming video ideas, you have to understand your product better than everybody else. Because if you guys have probably posted videos on TikTok Shop, you know that 50% of the comments are negative. You know, does the product leak? How long's the phone battery? Oh, it broke when I bought it, etc. You need to be able to combat every single comment just like that. Now, the best way to do this is Amazon reviews. People don't talk about it. This is good sauce right here. Is most of the time when you're promoting a product on TikTok Shop, 9 times out of 10, they're always on Amazon as well. And what I love about Amazon is you can see the reviews. So, for example, the Wise Bowl Cam. On Amazon, 20,000 sold. TikTok Shop at the time, only 20 sold. It was a brand new product. So I thought to myself, what do people like about this product? What do people hate about this product? What are the common questions people have, and can I answer them? So when I was brainstorming video ideas for the Wise Bowl Cam, I went to Amazon, found the exact same product, and just looked at the reviews. And I looked at the top reviews and thought, what are the questions people have, and what are the answers that I can provide? This is kind of like a magic trick. During your TikTok Shop videos, if you can read the viewer's mind, they'll buy from you because they're like, this guy knows what he's talking about. So as people were watching my video on the Wise Bowl Cam, they were thinking of a few different things. Does it work at night? How do you install it? Is it easy to do? Is there a subscription? Is there an SD card, etc., etc., etc.? How much is the app? The reason I know they were asking these questions as they were watching my video is because on the Amazon reviews, that's the top questions that were there. So inside of my video, I answered every single question as the video went on. So this is kind of what's going on. Someone watching my video, this right here is the Wise Bowl Cam. How does it work? And here's how it works. Okay, that's kind of weird. Is there a subscription? And there's no monthly subscription. Whoa, that's kind of weird. You need an SD card? And you don't need an SD card. Whoa. And after 5 whoa moments like that, they're like, this guy knows everything that I was thinking about this product. He answered all my questions. I'm gonna buy from this guy. if you can read the viewer's mind as you're watching the video, that they will buy the product, like no question about it. And the best way to do this is, now TikTok has reviews and they're pretty good too. Look at the TikTok reviews on the product, look at the Amazon reviews on the product. And when you're brainstorming video ideas, you want to also look at what video styles are working with that product. Now, we're going to go a little bit more in depth about this later on, but there's a few different ways you can do this. So let's do, for example, the Wise Bulb Cam. I love that product. So you guys probably remember my video. I was like, this thing's really hot. And I was like pretty much doing that. I was pretending to get burnt by the light bulb saying it's really hot. That was a hook I came up with, and it did really, really well. So everybody else copied that same hook, which I don't care about, like that's how TikTok works. So everyone else was like, this is really hot, really, really, really hot. So anytime someone was promoting that product, they used that exact same hook that I did because it worked really well. And that was a hook that went on for like 3 or 5 months. It's crazy. But this is the key right here. You want to take a hook that works really good for one product and replace the product but use the same hook. This is the key right here. Because most people saw my Renters You're Welcome video and thought, I'm going to do the exact same thing, just Renters You're Welcome, Renters You're Welcome. Over the next month or two, all of TikTok is Renters You're Welcome. And for the first month or so, it works great. But after 3 months, people were like, I've seen this Renters You're Welcome a million times, I don't care about it anymore. So what do you want to do? Replace the word renters. Car owners, you're welcome. Parents, you're welcome. Gym rats, you're welcome. You want to take a hook that worked for one video and replace a few words or replace a few products. So for example, the Wise Bulb Cam, that hook worked really, really well. So when I was promoting another light bulb camera, I used the exact same hook. Oh, this thing's really hot. This right here is a Luna bulb cam. Different product, same exact hook, made a ton of money like that too. Yeah, dude, it's a good camera. It's a solid camera. Here is a good example too. This is what makes a great TikTok shop affiliate versus someone that's just like trying out, you know? You have to understand, why do videos go viral? And there's a bunch of different ways to understand it, but my favorite, comment section. Literally live feedback, and you know, the internet's mean, so they'll say whatever you want, which is good for us because we can see real live feedback. So a lot of you guys probably see this video, you know, the Renters You're Welcome. It's one of my most famous videos as of right now. And this video absolutely blew up. It's like 30-something million views, I think, or at least 29 or something like that. And this video did really well. Why did it do so well? Here's a few ways you can understand it. So the next time you guys see a viral video on your For You page, daily virals, and you're like, I want to copy that video, understand this first. Why did it go viral? Number one, you want to break the video down and understand what elements made it viral. So this one, click, click. Renters, you're welcome. That was the hook that worked really well. So that means there's a viral element there. The viral element is no talking in the beginning, show yourself using the product, placing the product, and then open up with blank, you're welcome. That is a viral element. So for example, let's say you want to do something like the Wise Bulb Cam. You could take this video format and apply it to the Wise Bulb Cam by going like, screw, screw, screw. Renters, you're welcome. I don't know about you guys, but when I go out, I'm always scared about people approaching my home. That's why I got the Wise Bulb Cam right here. Same exact video format, you just replace the product. That is a viral element. When a video goes viral, you want to understand what was the hook of the video. So, like this one, right? I'm standing on the thing, putting the light on the ceiling. That was the hook. Also, what was the text on screen? It might be kind of small, but I'll read it. POV, you're a renter and just wanted ceiling lights. Emoji of a house, emoji of a light bulb, white background. I know it sounds like crazy, but tiny details like that really, really matter. Mm-hmm. So what was the hook, text on screen, and what was said? So, you know, I said, renters, you're welcome. Went really viral. But in the beginning of this one, I didn't even say anything. So the funny thing is, like, what was said on screen? Nothing. Do the same thing. And finally, what do the comments say? The comments will always tell you why the video is popping off. Why are so many people watching this? Well, let's see right here. This one. It's called a ceiling. The roof is on the outside and the top of your house. Facepalm emoji. I'm so sorry, but yeah.
It's yours.
Yeah, literally. So in this video, I said you can take this light and stick it on the ceiling. This is a roof. That was a mistake I made. Side point. Leave your mistakes in. Mistakes will make you money. You don't have to be perfect. In fact, if you're too perfect, you're not going to go viral. I said ceiling instead, or I said roof.
I would say you said roof instead of ceiling.
Yeah, I said roof instead of ceiling. And people lost their minds. It's like, the roof's on the outside, the ceiling's on the inside. What are you talking about? So this comment, 20 replies, 294 likes. That means 294 people also agreed with what happened and said the same thing, thought the same thing, and they liked that video. What does that mean? My next video, I'm gonna call it a roof, even though it's a ceiling, because that gets engagement. Right here. I want to see the lights on in the night/dark. 268 likes. That means that 268 people thought the exact same thing. What does this look like in the night/dark? So my next video, I'm gonna show it in the night/dark. This one. Your! I spelled your wrong. I didn't put an apostrophe, whatever. 268 likes. So 260 people also said, John, you spelled that wrong. What's wrong with you? So my next video, I'm doing all of this. I'm gonna call it I'm gonna say your, and I'm gonna say night, or I'm gonna do the night/dark. You want to take these elements and incorporate in the next video. Sounds dumb, but you want to kind of play dumb with it. You know, like, you guys get a lot of rage bait stuff in your comments, and you're gonna say like, "What do you mean?"
Engagement baiting.
Oh, that's wrong. Huh? You know, just like literally, what are you talking about?
King bait, sorry.
That's for all cards.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
What's a card?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Huh?
I was promoting like a tool thing, and some guy said like,
What do you
just
mean by
I
that?
want a tractor supply. I'm like,
Huh?
what a tractor? What are you talking about? He's like, oh, no, it's a store that you don't have to have a tractor. I'm like, yeah, but I don't have one. What are you talking about? Bro's pissed. And just like for 5 comments, we're going back and forth. That's extra engagement. You want to play dumb. That's the best thing. Another one too is you want to have controversy in your videos, but you don't want to go too crazy. This is another mistake people make. In this video, I accidentally had controversy, and that's the best controversy. If I said like a 6'7" joke, made an inappropriate joke, a sexual joke, all that kind of stuff, it's way too much controversy, and all the comments are just gonna be like, put the fries in a bag, little bro. Like all the kids are gonna be in there, calling me a loser, all that kind of stuff. And unfortunately, they don't have credit cards, so I'm not gonna make money.
What about scratching your butt?
in Target.
Yeah, your butt in Target.
Yeah, that's it. Karen didn't see that, but damn.
It's always the little kids calling us losers too, right?
Right?
Yeah.
All like little kids.
Exactly, yeah. So when it comes to controversy, it's a very delicate balance. You want to have a little bit in there, but not too much. A great example is cars. So if I have a Toyota Corolla, and in my video I'm like, look at my Ferrari right here. It's controversy, right? But no one's gonna, but people are, it's so obviously not true that people are like, he's trying way too hard, like, you're not even funny, Hunk, what are you talking about? But, if you could do controversy on something that's debatable, that's the key right there. So for example, let's take the Corvette C8, you guys all know that, it's a mid-engine car. If I said, look at my supercar right here, that's great controversy. Because some people think it is a supercar, some people think it's not a supercar. It's a controversial statement that people are gonna argue about in the comments. That's not a supercar. Well, it's a mid-engine V8. What are you talking about? Yeah, but it doesn't cost that much. I don't care. It's faster than a Ferrari. I don't care about Ferraris. Comment engagement. The more people comment inside of your videos, that's the secret too right here. I'm sure you guys have seen a video and you're scrolling through the comments, right? Just looking at funny things right there. What do you notice? The video is actually playing in the background as you're looking through the comments. Yeah, exactly. This tells TikTok like, a lot of people are just rewatching this video over and over. It must be a good video. Let me push it out even more. So the more time people spend their time in the comment section, the more your video will go viral. It's literally like a virus. So if you can get enough controversy where people are scrolling through the comments, of course, you know, be careful with it. Your video is going to go really viral. Another great one I had back in the day was these little LED lights. I put it on my Mustang and it had like a red and blue mode. That's like a police mode. And I was like,
for me.
yeah, I remember seeing that, yeah, on the truck. But yeah, in my video, I was like, oh yeah, like I'm never gonna be in traffic again. This right here is like the red and blue police lights, etc. Bro, comments lost it. Actually, like literally like threatening each other. It's crazy. But people were like, my father's a police officer and that's illegal. Other ones like, well, all police officers suck. Like, well, why not? Bro, literally eating each other in the comments. I'm like, dude, it's just lights. It's not that big of a deal. But that's the beauty of it is you want your audience, you want your haters to make you money. You want them to be in the comments always fighting each other because that gets the comment section going. Your video's gonna go in the background. It's really, really cool. I think
Can I add something to that?
Yeah, you have a question?
So when I started TikTok Shop and I bought an account and it was about a month went by and there was a huge ban wave and I lost my account. So I had to start all over. In order to get into shop, you need 5,000 followers. And a loophole that I kind of used was making clips, was doing a clip account. And in that process, it took me a while, it took me 6 months to get, and that's the account I have today. And now it's at like 28K followers, and I started from 0. When it comes to comments and controversy, it's it really works because I choose topics. The way that I blew the account up was I chose topics that were controversial. I didn't push it too far, but I definitely posted things that would cater to both sides maybe, or piss somebody off, so they would start an argument in the comments. For example, Candace Owens, I don't know if you guys know who that is, but there's people who really like her and there's people who really hate her. And it brings a lot of controversy into the comments. And I started a new account. That one is the account that I have today. And then I started a new account to have a backup. And then I started doing Jeffrey Epstein clips. Very controversial. I get a lot of violations because there's restrictions and stuff like that, whatever. But I got that account into shop at 1,000 followers because of how much engagement I was receiving. Like I would just post a video and I would have thousands of comments. And I'm pretty sure it was the engagement that got me into shop that quickly. So engagement is important. Controversy works. So
yeah. 100%. Yeah. Oh my God, this clip's going viral back then. So many accounts grew.
In terms of controversy, is there ever a time that you posted a video and all the focus was on the controversy and not buying the product? Like
It happens, yes.
So I'm
definitely.
curious.
Yeah.
Hey, same guy, by the way.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell?
Who is that?
But that's a perfect example of what you said. That's a rice cleanser. So
Wait, you just gained 10 views just now.
So, huh? No, yeah.
When you're alone.
So that video didn't convert that well for me.
Yeah.
You did that video?
Yeah, that's me.
What the fuck?
Yeah, yeah. I have. There's like so many of them like that. But
I've
they
seen
don't
a lot
convert-
of them, yeah.
They don't convert that well.
But it does boost your account.
Because it's
It's
entertainment.
rather
Like
than the
people are,
product.
and people comment on
Send
it.
it to me because I gotta watch it now.
Like, bro, my little brother sends me
Look up
pictures
Munition,
of
dude.
screenshots of videos that he's watching, and he goes into comments, and then people have that screenshot of my
Yeah,
face.
yeah.
He became a gift.
Yeah.
But you guys nailed it. Lucas nailed it right there.
Yeah.
That's a great point, and that's what I mean by controversy. You have to be careful because my philosophy with TikTok Shop videos is you're making an entertaining advertising.
Yep.
But that's the thing. You have to be in the middle of it. You're entertaining, but you're also selling something. If you do one of either too much, it's gonna be bad. So, like we say with hooks, right? So if you have like a super controversial hook, like let's say I'm promoting a chair, and for the hook I smash it against the wall, and then I'm like, this is a really nice chair. It works really, really well. It's gonna get a ton of views because I smashed a chair on the wall, but
It won't convert because you just broke a chair.
exactly, people are staying because the chair broke. People aren't staying because they want to buy a nice chair. You want to. That's the thing is, this is a funnel at the end of the day. You want to think to yourself, what hook is going to attract the best audience? You know, if I make a 6-7 joke as a hook, and then I try to sell a laptop or like an e-scooter or like ceiling lights, do you think the 6-7 people are going to buy a product?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
That's what
I just realized why my video got 14 million views is because there was half the people in the comment section saying, why couldn't I just use a spoon or a normal scoop or a funnel? And then the other half of the people were like, this is amazing, and they would just buy it.
There it is.
Yeah.
That is the best. You have soldiers in your comments fighting for you. That is the best right there. When 50% is against you and 50%
Yeah.
is for you. The
Just
comments
realize
are just
that,
boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Nailed it on the head right there. So yeah, when it comes to controversy, that's the thing. None of us are perfect at it. Every once in a while, I'll have a video that gets tons of views, no sales at all. It's always a fine tweaking thing. It always changes too. So that's another thing with controversy. Just be really careful. You don't want it to be so crazy that it just attracts the wrong audience. That's a big one right there. But yeah, that was great. We had some good examples. All right, fun stuff. Brainstorming video ideas part 2. So when you're trying to brainstorm video ideas, there's everything we just talked about, but here's the main ones I like to personally do. There's a bunch of different ones, and they work really well. Number 1, original content. This is as basic as it gets. You get a product you think, without any inspiration, or at least with a little bit of inspiration, oh, I'm just gonna make a funny video with that. Oh, that'd be great for the car. I'm going to Japan, I'm gonna bring it with me, that's gonna be sick. Original video, it's just something you literally thought of, you know? As original as it gets. Copycat. It's copycat. You see a viral video, you go bar for bar, word for word. I don't recommend it. But yeah, boom, right? No, I agree.
Our
Boom.
family POV.
No, we're not starting beef today. We're not doing this. But yeah, copycat videos is literally what it is, right? If you see a video going viral, bar for bar, same hook, same product, everything. Now, there's two aspects. There's what you think about it, but then there's the actual facts of it. Some like it, some don't like it. It makes money though. There's that. But it's not sustainable. I'll get into that a little bit later on. This right here. This is my favorite method, and I like this a lot. I teach all my students this, and most of my students' viral videos and most of my videos is improved copycat. This is the strategy that I love, and it works so amazing. It takes original content and copycat, combines the good sides of both elements, and applies it right here. And it works really, really well. We're gonna teach it today. Once you guys know improved copycat, you'll always have viral videos. I'm telling you, it is a bulletproof method. It works so, so well.
Can I say something?
No. Yeah, go first.
I actually did the improved copycat with the fan that I was doing in May, and doing that improved copycat method, like literally after taking inspiration from what you did with the lights, but applying that to the fan is what helped those videos all go viral, and it's what helped me find a winning format for that fan with videos. And when I was going live, all the traffic from those viral videos with that improved copycat strategy got me all that viewership and helped me make like 3 times more sales. So
there it is. Perfect.
CEO
Yeah.
fans, let's go.
yeah, we're restocking soon too. So.
Oh,
Let them know.
First time Sweet Crispy employees have seen their family. Ben's gonna go online, just restock and get them all out.
They needed to take a break after the amount of work they had to do for
But yeah,
restocking them.
improved copycat works well. We're gonna teach it today. Another one talks about, and we're gonna teach it as well, is viral concepts. And I'll get a little bit more in depth about this, but this is like American, Japanese, renters, you're welcome. So what's the difference between all of those of viral concepts, and we're gonna talk about how to implement it. This one too, Amazon reviews, like we just talked about. I still like that a lot. Literally find a product on Amazon, find what people are asking, and that's your hook. Does it work on outdoor lights? Does it work on outdoor lights? Does it work on outdoor lights? Okay, here's my video. If you have an outdoor light and you want to install a security camera, you just answer the question, it's gonna go viral. And this is like the basic one, but it can work. Just ChatGPT, AI, and stuff like that. That's the thing. So with AI, I don't recommend that you go bar for AI, because you're gonna sound like, if you have this problem, here's the solution. No, don't do that, right?
Claude, if you
Claude
could train your model, you could train it, you could input all your videos and then train it to create hooks for you.
Yes, you can do that.
I will say this too, ChatGPT did give me like a viral video idea with the alien tape back in December, but I combined that with what was already working and I kind of put it into my own thing.
Exactly, and that's my recommendation when you guys use AI. Don't use ChatGPT, Claude AI as a scripter. Use it as a business partner. Use it as someone to go back and forth with. So instead of saying like, write me an entire script and just go bar for bar, which I don't recommend you do, just say, hey, I got this product. This is what the reviews say. What are some just general good video ideas? And then you kind of just brainstorm with it. Like, oh, why don't you use it in the car? Why don't you do this as a hook? Why don't you use it in your porch? Why don't you use it like as this, as that? Go to the gym. Just use it like, as like a brainstorming partner. Just as me and you might say like, yo, what do you think is a good video idea for this? Same way, just treat ChatGPT like that. That's what I personally like to use. I don't use it anymore, but in the beginning, definitely helped out. All right, original content, the most basic one right here. These are ideas that are mainly your own. You see something on the For You page and you just think like, I can make a viral video. Oh, I can make that so much better. That's original content right there. You see a video, you see a product, you just think of ideas from there. And what did we talk about, right? Value, right there. I came back, let's go. But yeah, when you're making original content, you gotta think of these 2 things right here. You have to think this video is viral worthy and this video is value worthy, and you want to combine both of them. Because like we talked about, if you make a video that's way too viral, it's gonna go viral, you get views, but you're not gonna get any money. If you make a video that's full of value, but it doesn't have any viral elements, you might get a few sales, but it'll never go viral. You want to incorporate those 2 right there. A video that gets tons of views, but it also provides a lot of value. When you combine both of those, you'll be good. You'll be good. So, the most basic way I like to look at this is how can, like, let's take a product, right? Like, let's take, I don't know what this is. Never mind, it's a bad product. I don't know what's
The
good.
base.
The chair.
The chair?
The bottle of water.
The shoe.
The shoe? Okay. We're gonna take this thing. I don't know what this is. It looks like a turtle shell from Minecraft.
Here, do that. Go ahead, John, make a video.
What is it?
No, the scoop, bro.
Oh, Powder Pal. How convenient. That product's right here.
Right there, bro. Right there. Right there.
Right there. Perfect example.
Oh.
Dude, it had air resistance. It had air resistance.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I can't believe this was right here. Anyways, let's make a video. So, for example, Powder Pal, right? So, shout out Lucas right here. It's this product right here. If you guys want to check it out, powderpal.com. But what does this product do? Yeah, look for it right here. So it's a scooper, and when you hit this handle, it actually pulls down. So what does this do? Usually when you scoop protein powder, go like that, it goes everywhere, really annoying. This one right here, scoop it, place like that, falls in. How can we make something viral worthy? Because if you just say something kiddish, childish in the beginning, it's gonna get views. No one's gonna understand the product's actually valuable though. What is the problem this product solves right here? I'm literally doing this on the spot. But like, what does this product solve? Well, let's see. People have protein powder, people have creatine, and people want to put it into a smaller container. These people don't really care about buying a container, they like plastic water bottles. Okay, cool. Who are the types of people that use this? There's moms, there's dads, there's people in the gym. Let's focus on people in the gym for this one. What are people that go to the gym called? Gym rats. All right, let's take a viral concept. Let's see, renters, you're welcome. Replace renters. Gym rats, you're welcome. That's gonna be our hook, right? So, how can we say it and how can we demonstrate at the same time? Let's say this creatine right here, that's a water bottle. You can go, gym rats, you're welcome. And within 3 seconds, a visual hook of what the product does and what it actually does is done in 3 seconds, just like that. That is a great hook right there. And it's viral because, well, literally it shows that nothing spilled, just like that, and later on you can talk about how it spilled, all that kind of stuff. So you can use products in viral ways just like that. You can combine things that we talked about earlier with viral concepts. So many different ways you can do it. But yeah, that's Powder Power right there. I think that'd be pretty sick. But yeah, I actually did that video. Got another view, so pretty sick. But yeah, that's original content right there. Now, this is a good one right here, is viral concepts. Actually, look here, take a water break, sorry. So, viral concepts, what is this? This is when you find a viral video, and we have to talk about why did this video go viral. Like we talked about earlier, we have to break it down. So, you have to break the video down, take the aspects of why that video did so well, and then create your own video from there. There's a few different ways you can do this. The one I really like is this. Similar script, different product. For example, renters, you're welcome. Everybody was doing renters, you're welcome with the exact same ceiling light. Now, don't get me wrong, you can make tons of money with that. People made a lot of money with that. But after 100, 300 affiliates are doing the same thing, it's kind of the same thing, you need to stand out. So, you can take the renters, you're welcome script, similar script, and replace the product with something else. Renters, you're welcome. It can be a vacuum that's really easy to store. College students, you're welcome. Kind of similar, replace renters with something. That's a viral concept right there. So, yeah, actually, I'll talk about that in a bit. But yeah, this is something too. You want to make improvements on it. I'll go over an example real quick. I don't care whose video it is, including mine, it can always be better. Maybe I stuttered right there. Maybe I didn't have the best lighting. Maybe there's a smudge on the camera. Anytime you see a video that went really viral, have to think to yourself, this is great. How can I make it the greatest? How can I make it even better than that? Oh, in the background, there's a kid running around. Distraction. I'm not going to have anyone in the background. Lighting wasn't good. I'm going to turn this light on. Smudge on the camera. I'm going to wipe the camera. You always want to make little improvements on your videos. And this is the most important thing. Remember, authenticity. I'm going to keep saying this. Make it your own. Be authentic when it comes to your videos. So, let's take leaf R, for example, the forbidden fruit, right? When leaf R, actually it's going viral now, but when leaf R was just absolutely blowing up, people are making like 20K in a day. People are just like, John, why don't you promote leaf R? For me, I don't really care about it. You know, I'm just like, I'm not something I'm really into. The shiny object is right there. Everyone's making money with it. It's not something that's authentic to me, and plus the violations were there too. So, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to promote leaf R, and I still made a ton of money with other stuff. So, anytime you're promoting products, it can be so tempting when a product is going viral for you to just hop on it. And if it's something that you think you can make a good video on, it's authentic to you, 100% go for it. But if it's something that's so out of reach, so out of stretch, and you're like, I just don't want to make a video on it, I personally wouldn't recommend it. Now, here are some concepts right here, viral concepts, like we talked about. Japanese versus American. Japanese fan, American fan. Japanese shirt, American shirt. Japanese shorts, Korean shorts, all that kind of stuff. So, that's a viral concept that's doing really, really well. But I predict within the next month or two, actually right now even, it's starting to get a little bit saturated. Everyone's doing Japanese versus American. So what are people doing now? Japanese versus Korean. Korean versus British. I saw one that was like German versus Australian. Same concept, you're just switching out a few words here and there. So that's the thing with TikTok Shop, is these concepts are always evolving. And if you can be the person to make it evolve in the first place, gonna make a lot of money right there. Another one too, of course, renters, you're welcome, the OG. Renters, you're welcome. College students, you're welcome. You know, college dropouts, you're welcome. Moms that have a ton of kids running around and you don't have any time to vacuum the house, you're welcome. Roomba, you never know. So, blink, you're welcome is a viral concept. You can apply this to literally any niche, right? You can't say fat on TikTok. Like, bigger people, you're welcome. This shirt right here, like, if you look like this, you put the shirt on just like that, you can't even see your gut. Actually, you can't see gut. TikTok's weird, bro. But blink, you're welcome is such a great viral concept. You can literally apply it to any niche. It's really, really cool. Another one too is like, I'm gonna be returning this, and it's not because of X, Y, Z.
It's not because of this. It's not because of
Yeah.
At first I was like, damn.
Yeah, at first I was like, oh, cool, they just spent it. But then I put it in my pocket. Shout out Nick right here.
Oh, you'll never go there.
Oh yeah, you're never gonna be doing blank the old way again. Another great concept right there. So, powder pal, right? Oh yeah, you're never gonna be scooping protein the old way again. That could be a great video. I haven't seen that yet. Try it out right after this. Let's see what happens. So, those are some viral concepts right there. Here's the big one. Improved copycat, my absolute favorite. Let's make sure these videos play. Alright.
I don't know, man. That looks like there's some cheeks on the screen.
Alright, let's blur it. There we go. So, I don't know who this lady is. I gotta give a shout out to her. She's the reason I made Renters You're Welcome. We're gonna go over it right here. This is how, and funny enough, we have community calls in my community. If you guys remember, I think a few of you guys were on there. We brainstormed this video together. I don't know if you guys remember that. So if it wasn't for my community, I would not have made this video ever. It's pretty sick. So, improved copycat. You find a viral video, it's doing really, really well. You have to watch the video and break it down and think, how can this video be improved? What points in this video did they miss? Did they forget to mention this feature? Did they forget to do this activity right here? This video was great, but can I make it go even more viral? And most important right here, this video was great, but can I add more value to it? So right now we're gonna watch the first Renters You're Welcome video, and then my version right here. And I outperformed her. I mean, she's great and everything, but you know, I got like 30 million views right here. I'm gonna explain why.
She got mobbed.
Yeah, she got mobbed brutally, bro. But yeah, shout out to this lady. She did an awesome job. This was the first video I saw before I started Renters You're Welcome. Here we go. And okay, that's awesome. Great. Awesome. Cool. That's really nice. Cool.
I think just stop making a full screen check.
Yeah, you know what? Oh no! Oh, way in the future. There we go. Hold on, John. You gotta play it.
I was talking to myself.
Yep. Alright, we're just gonna go from here. So, here's the first video. Check it out.
These lights are rechargeable, they stick on with double-sided tape, and they actually look like real ceiling lights. See that recessed lighting look? I'm telling you, nobody will know this isn't recessed lighting. And yes, recessed lighting is still in. I have 4 lights. When one set is in use, I'm charging the other set. I use them all day, so I use one set in the morning and one set at night. They last 6 hours if you're using them continuously, and 45 days if you're using them on the sensor mode. Now, you can put these in your closet, you can put them in your shower, you can put them in your hallway, in your garage, whatever. There's so many uses. I love these lights. Also, I know a lot of people are worried about putting them up there. It takes me all of 30 seconds, and it really is worth it. Try them out for yourself, though. I'm gonna link them below.
Alright. That was a good video.
It was alright.
But I can make it so much
It was
better.
alright.
That's exactly what I did. Let's check out my video. She's definitely from Jersey. That's the Jersey accent right there. So that was her video, and you know, if he's ever watching this video, she did a great job. But I knew for a fact I could make it a little bit better, and that's exactly what I did right here. Let's watch my video now.
Nice. Renters, you're welcome. I just moved into my new apartment and there was no lighting in this place. That's exactly why I installed these stick-on LED lights. All you gotta do is stick this little piece of metal onto your roof. I just have sticky side tape on the back of this. And with the magnets in the back of this light, you're done. One right here, another one right here. And I still got one more. I'll probably put this in my closet. It's all powered by this remote right here. It's got ice white, cool, and warm colors. And these things are on a motion sensor, so as you walk under it, it'll turn on, and then as you walk away, it'll turn back off. Same thing over here. Turn on, walk away, turn off. Perfect. And you can also manually control these as well. I've had the battery last up to 60 days on the motion sensor setting, which is so nice. So if your house has a little bit of a dark spot and you want to get rid of it without spending thousands on electricians, I'll just get this right here on the TikTok shop. Selling for a really good price, but they are kind of low on stock. So if that link doesn't show up, they're all sold out. But definitely grab one of these if you can. They're awesome.
Alright. There's both videos. Okay. Cool. So yeah, that's the history of Renters You're Welcome. And you guys probably noticed a few viral elements in there, but here is like exactly what I thought. So in her video, what did she do? She placed the lights on the ceiling. There was no talking involved. I thought that was a great hook. That's exactly what I did right here. But it's like the cereal boxes where there's two pictures and like there's like little things that are different. What's something I did in this video, in this frame, that she didn't do in her video right now? What's one thing that's like, oh yeah, that's something a little bit different?
Text on screen.
Text on screen, yeah. That is one.
Validated your product. Said, oh, nice.
Light is on.
Boom. Light is on, right? Look at this. She has the light on the ceiling, but it's off.
Oh.
It doesn't even look like she's doing anything. Oh, can you see that?
I couldn't see.
But yeah, she's putting the light on the ceiling, but it's not on. So people are like, they don't know that it's there. It looks like she's just touching the ceiling. So I thought to myself, she did a great job with that hook. Let me improve it a little bit and do the same thing, but put the light on. And also, her hand was on the light, so you couldn't really see it. So I decided to like kind of pinch it to really like, hey, look, here's the light right here. So that's an example of improved copycat. Is she did a great job. I'm gonna do what she did, but even better. So that's what I did right there. Because most people will probably just do exactly what she did. And that's great, but make it a little bit better. Also, she put text on screen. Renters, you're welcome. But she didn't say anything like that. And I thought that was just such a great text. I was like, that's such a great text. But first of all, it's white on I'm colorblind, so like I don't really know, but like it's white on another color right here. It's kind of, at least for me, it's really hard to see. So there's that. There's no white text on it, and it's kind of like to the left a little bit. So I'm just like.
I'm almost gonna read.
What?
I'm sorry.
No,
Sorry, master.
But yeah, like her text on screen is great, but it could be better. I can't see it, it's misaligned. So I thought to myself, instead of just putting the text on screen, why didn't I say that text on screen? Because she didn't say it, she was just like, and they're on. But you know, that's great and all. But I thought, like, if I say renters, you're welcome, that might be a really cool thing to do. So I said that verbally, and I thought to myself, let me change what the text on screen is too. So different from her, I made sure it was a cleaner background, I made sure it was more distinctive, and I put POV, you're a renter, and you just wanted ceiling lights. Now, she actually uploaded a few videos. Her other video, this was the text on screen. So I stole her text on screen from another video, placed it on here, and used this text on screen and set it.
Wow.
So I did a double hook from both of her videos.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Copyright, I'm sorry. But yeah, that's the thing, is like, I took her other video got like 8 million views with this like text on screen, and this one got like 20 million views, so she made a lot of money too. But I took both of her videos that did really well and combined both hooks into one hook right here. And this video absolutely blew up. And there's a few differences as well. Let's see.
Which way is talking and you're like.
Yeah.
These lights are rechargeable. They stick on with double-sided tape, and they actually look like real ceiling lights. See that recessed lighting look? I'm telling you, nobody will know.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's a terrible place to pause. I'm so sorry.
Alright.
But you can see. Actually, let it play for a little
But
bit.
this isn't recessed lighting, and yes, recessed lighting is still in. There are 4 lights. When one set is in.
If you notice too, like this video's like, you know, I don't want to like put her down or anything like that, but background's messy. Lighting's not the best. Smudge on the camera right there. Music playing in the background. It's a little bit all over the place. So what did I do? Again, I always say this: wipe your camera lens. It's the most important thing you can do.
Renters, you're welcome.
So like, just out of like here, right? I know it's a little blurry to the TV, but which video looks cleaner? You know, right? So her video, clothes are in the background, bathroom doors open, little smudge on the lens. Mine, super clean. I cleaned all of that. I vacuumed the floor and everything like that. And this is a side tangent too, but I literally redid this room specifically for a TikTok shop room. So, because you know my house is a little bit old, so I'm like, I need a room that just looks really nice. So that's what I did with this right here. So that's something else too. She did a great job, but her talking was a little bit slow, stuff in the background, kids running around, Bluey's playing in the background, lights are blurry. Eliminated all of that, just made it super, super clean. Another thing too.
I use them all day, so I use one set in the morning and one set at night. They last 6 hours if you're using them continuously, and 40.
Again, like, she's doing a good job, but where's the lights? I want to see the lights. Why is she just talking into the camera? What did I do? Check it out.
5 days if you're
I just
using.
moved into my new apartment and there was no lighting in this place. So that's exactly why I installed these stick-on.
Like, her lights are just on the ceiling. She's like, yeah, they're great, they're awesome, and they're awesome, really cool lights. Show me them! Let me see the lights! So that's what I'm doing in my video. I turn them on, I turn them off, I zoom in, I zoom out, I change the colors, I show myself taking it off, how to install it. So much more than that.
On LED lights. All you gotta do is stick this little piece of.
Another thing, right? Improved copycat. Did she show how to install it?
No.
No. Did I show how to install it? Yes. So that's the thing. She did a great thing. I made it a little bit better, you know? What points did they miss? They missed this point. That's something I wanted to do. And again, I should have put this in here, but I also looked at her comments on this video. What do you think one of the #1 comments was under here?
How to
Just
install.
stick it on those.
Yep.
on the roof.
Exactly. One of the biggest comments that had like 60,000 likes is how do you install it? She didn't do that. So that's why I did my video. It did really well. So I can go on this for like hours and hours and hours, but you kind of get the concept here. Take her video, understand what points she missed on, like be brutally honest about it. Go to the comments section, see what everyone's talking about, and add more value to it too. And another point I want to put, I think is towards the end.
A little bit of a dark spot, and you want to get rid of it without spending thousands on electricians. I'll just get this right here on
Electricians. I misspoke.
Comment bait.
Yeah, I said electricians by accident. And I remember thinking, I almost deleted that because I was like, oh, that sounds stupid. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna leave it. Electricians. What were my biggest comments? What's an electrician? What's an electrician? The first time I heard about that. And again, trendsetter, right? Everyone after this, electricians, you know, what was it, roofologist, plumberologist, like everybody started doing viral copycat off of me, which I love. I think it's great. But I started with electricians, and now everyone was like plumberologist, you know? Roofologist, mechanologist, bro, so many ones. It was crazy. But yeah, that's improved copycat right there. This is the method I use. Because you can be creative on your own, but this is the fastest way to become a good TikTok shop affiliate. Because you're not just copying her video, you understand why it went viral, and you're gonna implement it with your own creativity. Because she was talking about being a mom, and this is really good. I'm not gonna be talking about being a mom and these lights are really good. I had to take the project that she had and apply it to my own personal problems, my own personal image. Remember, authenticity. Right there, whoops. There we go. Nice. Nice. All right. Any questions so far? I was yapping for a bit, so.
I think that process is good because it also trains you to know what it takes to make a viral video. So you get to a point where you won't need to copy anyone because you already know the formula yourself.
Dude, you nailed on the head right there. I always say this as a joke, but it's true. I am brain rotted from TikTok shop videos.
Yeah, it seems like
I am.
You too.
Because
Like, you're just
every day I'm like shop video. So nah, I'm not gonna say it, never mind.
Come on now.
Like the
Camera's off.
like the doobie scoop. Like we were like stimming that yesterday. Funniest thing in the world. I do the same thing with TikTok Shop. It sounds dumb, but because it's so ingrained in my mind, like Inessa said, I now know what viral videos sound like. I know how they just generally are. So I know how to make them off the spot. So improved copycat is a great way to start as an affiliate, but then you can kind of transition to the original side of it. So it's kind of like a good stepping stone right there. You know, it's like, I hate when people say like, oh, just copy videos of the virals. That's how you're gonna go viral. Out of here, bro. Terrible advice. Terrible advice. All right, and we're almost done, so I know it's pretty long. So another thing too is, okay, cool, John. Now we know how to make viral videos, but how do we know what video works and how to double down on the next video? This is something we call split testing. When you guys are filming videos, how should you film the video? How should you film the video? Another mistake people make is this. All right, today I'm gonna do powder palette. Let's see, what are some good ideas? Spent 30 minutes coming up with the idea. Okay, let me film one video. Edit the video. Post the video. Done. 2 hours in one video. Out of here! Terrible! Terrible, terrible, terrible. What you want to do is this. Divide every task with what you're doing at a certain time. So I always say the night before you go to bed, sounds crazy, but just doom scroll. I'll TikTok shop videos, but the night before, research your videos, plan your scripts out for the next day. So now today I'm up. All right, I'm gonna do powder puff videos. What am I gonna do? Oh, I brainstormed 5 videos last night. Oh, I'm already done. Perfect. 30 minutes saved right there. When you're filming the powder puff videos, film it. Blah 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 blah. If you guys want to check it out, link for it's right here. Put it down. Immediately film the second video. Put it down. Third video down. When you're scripting videos, script them. When you're filming them, film them. When you edit them, edit them. You don't want to mix all of them together. Shout out to one of my students, Roberto. That was one of his problems when he first joined the community. He's like, John, it takes me 3 hours to do one video. I'm like, why? He's like, well, I gotta do product research, I gotta script it, I gotta edit it. I'm like, don't do that all in one block. When you're in editing mode, just sit back and edit. When you're in filming mode, film. When you're in posting mode, just post. Every time you do an activity, just do them back to back to back. And split testing. If I were to make 5 videos on the Powder Pow, I'm not gonna go, gym rats, you're welcome. Gym rats, you're welcome. Gym rats, you're welcome. What's the point of making the same video 5 times in a row? Unless it's already working, that's a different story. But what's the point of making the same video 5 times in a row if you don't even know if that concept works? So if I were to make 5 videos on this, I would do something like, video number 1, gym rats, you're welcome. Film the rest of the video. Second one, let's see. Moms with babies, you're welcome. Baby powder, cool. Third video. If you drink out of a water bottle in 2026, check this out right here. Video number 3. So every video I film on one product is slightly different than the other one. So each video has a different chance of hitting a different target audience and a different reason for going viral. And let's say I film 5 videos on the Powder Pow. I post them all within like a day or 2, maybe 3 days. I let the video sit for about a week. And then a week later, and I'll show you how to do this, you look at all the data. Okay, so I posted 5 videos in the Powder Pow. Renters, gym rats, you're welcome. 10,000 views. Okay, that's pretty good. Moms, you're welcome. 300 views. Okay, maybe moms don't like it, whatever. And now you have a live feedback loop of which videos are doing good and which videos aren't doing good. Another analogy, shout out Matt, that he used a lot, is finding a viral TikTok shop video is like digging for gold on a beach. So let's say you're on the beach and there's treasure chests buried all over the place. You can either dig individually or you get an automatic drill. That's TikTok shop video. So let's say, I think this area probably has gold. AKA, I think this hook is gonna do really well. Start to drill, let it go down. It's drilling into the earth. All right, now let that do that thing. How about this hook? Moms, you're welcome. Let's try this. Let it go into the earth. Eventually, you're gonna have 3-5 different drills all drilling into the earth eventually. One of them's gonna hit that golden chest. And once you come to that golden chest, you're like, okay, this one hit a viral video. It hit that golden chest. What was this golden chest? Gym rats, you're welcome. Okay, so my next videos are gonna be all about gym rats, you're welcome. Now you have a live reaction of which videos did really well and for what reason. So now when you're digging for gold, instead of going over there about moms, you're welcome, dig them all right here. When it's about gym rats, you're welcome. So that is how you properly split test is, at first, shotgun sniper method, you try a bunch of different angles. See whatever sticks to the wall sticks. And if one sticks to the wall, you understand why did that stick to the wall, and next you aim all towards that same area right there. Little TikTok quiz. Everyone in my community, we do this a lot, so we're gonna do a little one right here. So I uploaded 2 videos on the air conditioner. One video got a ton of views, one video got okay views. We're gonna play both videos, and I want you guys to guess which one got more views and why. Let's go. Okay, so here's video A.
Without central air conditioning, here's how you can install an air conditioner. You're done.
Let me rewind so the audio works. Alright, so here's video A.
House in America without central air conditioning, here's how you can install an air conditioner. You're done. Ever since I switched to a floor portable air conditioner, my house has been freezing. Just open your windows, slide in this tube, adjust it right here, and once you close it, now you have an air conditioning unit. And because this thing is on wheels, it's completely portable, and you can literally put it in any room with ease. You got AC, dehumidifier, and just a normal fan with a timer and different temperatures. And because this is going to be one of the hottest summers of the year, these things are selling out like hotcakes right now. So if you guys want to check it out, Corsair is running a really good deal on these, and I'm going to leave the link for it right here. And if you don't see it, they've already sold out.
So that's video A. Now let's do video B. These were posted like back to back, by the way. So they had the same amount of time to kind of like marinate in the algorithm.
This is how you're going to install a portable air conditioner inside of your room, and just like that, you're done. Oh yeah, this thing is freezing. This right here is the portable air conditioner by Corsair. It's on wheels, so you can literally put it in any room. And no longer do you have to call your neighbor in order to help you put the air conditioner in, because if you can close the window, you can do this. If you have these tiny little gaps, it comes with 20 feet of insulation tape and foam. And check out all of the different settings right here. You have the AC mode, a dehumidifier, and just a normal fan with a timer and sleep mode. And because it's going to be one of the hottest summers of the year, these things are selling out like hotcakes. So if you guys want to check it out, I'm going to leave the link for it here. And if it doesn't show up, they've already sold out.
Alright. So, I know that was a lot to take in right there. But, I posted those 2 videos on the same day. One's at like a lot of views, and one's at okay views. Do you guys think A got more views or B got more views? And we're going to do a show of hands. And then if you guys are willing enough, you can also answer why you think that choice was correct. So, for people that think A did better, please raise your hand. Oh, damn, okay. No hands, all right.
I think A would have done better.
Okay.
I do think A would have done better.
Okay,
So we got
I'll
one
go
vote,
for it.
2 vote. Okay.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
All right.
It just looked cleaner.
Can you play both hooks one more time?
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of want to see it
Hold
again.
up.
I'm not gonna lie.
I got you. Another thing too is like if the quality looks bad on one, that's just the TV. Like in reality, they look pretty good. So there's that. So here's hook of A. Check it out.
If you have a house in America without central air conditioning, here's how you can install an air conditioner. You're done. Ever since I switched to a floor portable air conditioner, my house has been freezing. Just
That's hook of A. Hook of B.
this is how you're gonna install a portable air conditioner inside your room, and just like that, you're done. Oh yeah, this thing is freezing. This right here is the portable. This thing is freezing.
Definitely be.
So I know it's pretty difficult, but
Yeah.
I'll let everyone think for a second. But we'll do another show of hands real quick.
The one, oh wait, are we saying the difference or just?
Oh no, yeah, that's fair, yeah. What do you guys think, just in general?
I think B.
I think B.
I think B also. I think B because you call out more pain points in the video. You said about the insulation.
Yeah, it's insulation.
I don't know why I saw the comments of B, so.
Oh, did you? Okay.
But I want to say A because I think A looks cleaner.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
Yeah, I'll go with A too.
I'm gonna go with A because you actually showed it, like installing the air conditioner.
I like this. It's going 50-50.
And
Part
B.
top.
I was thinking.
They're
I was
both
thinking
pretty good, actually.
B because of that. Because it was one step in B as opposed to 2 steps in A. But I don't know if that.
I'm thinking 1 step, more movement, called out more pain points, showed up what else to come with. You said insulation strips. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, what if, is it actually gonna be able to close in my window properly? You showed that it would, right? So you answered a question that probably A had and you remade, right? You also had more movement. You also reacted better.
Yeah, that, you
Your tone
didn't get
was
that
a
in
little
A though. Ooh, whatever you did.
Oh, yeah.
You also said it was gonna be the hottest summer and you closed the vent. Something else people will talk about.
Dude, that's a great rage bait one, by the way, if you guys are going to see.
Yeah.
The hottest summer of the year.
I've done that with the car sunshade.
Yeah. Hottest summer of the year. What are you talking about?
I think the reason why A did better, in my opinion, is because you showed like installing it like right away. Like you grab the hose, put it in, and then shut the window on it. And when you did the Japanese video, that's the same exact hook that caused it to go viral too. So I think that same exact, it's like a similar hook. So I think that's why it would have been better. And you still called out the pain points, but you also showed the initial like first step to doing it versus just like walking over and only showing the window on it. Well, again, maybe I'm wrong about that. So, well, I think that's why.
You know what?
Trash.
I was going to say.
They both didn't go.
Whether you're right or wrong on this quiz right here, everyone did a great job because whether you got it right or wrong, you broke the videos down. And you found the viral elements in both. So even if A or B, whichever one got more views, both of them had viral elements and everyone's able to identify that. That was my goal here too. But yeah, that's my goal right here is you want to be able to break these videos down. That's what makes a great TikTok shop affiliate is understanding why the video went viral. So I'm seriously proud of you guys. Like really, that's awesome to see. All right, let's do the vote then. Should we put a prize on this? I don't know.
Prize?
What do we have to give?
John buys the winner a car.
Tesla. No.
Tesla.
Winner gets the cuddle of John.
Just do it.
Winner gets a black Tesla specifically parked right there. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, man.
That's what you have to ask him first, yeah.
All right, no prize in this one, but prize in the future, perhaps. All right, show of hands for A. Okay, it's nice. We got 1, 2, 3 for A. Show of hands for B. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I see like a half hand. What do you think, Steve?
I'm gonna just stick with A actually.
Okay, all right. So
4 to 6.
4 to 6. That's a good ratio. That's pretty solid. Final answer. I want to change it. We good? We good? Good. 3, 2, 1. Actually, I think I gotta click here for it. Boom!
Wow.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Right? So yeah.
What was it? What was it?
Oh yeah, it was A.
Yeah, but like what was it in A that was different? That right there?
It had to be the hook.
This is how you.
It just looks cleaner. Look at
That's right. That is right. The lighting, you actually installing it.
Is it because like you're right away going into it as opposed to like that half second where you're walking over?
If you had the elements of B and A, I think you would have done 10 million views.
Hey, that's a future video right
I
there.
think it did good because you put the hose in. and
Mesh
like
the
showing
two.
like the way
Yeah.
it's shutting on it. Like
Because B, you were kind of announcing like if you want to know how to install it, whereas A, you don't care if they
Yeah,
want
it's
to.
just
You're
showing
just
it all
showing
the
them.
Mm-hmm.
So I see that, but I agree that was cleaner, but I thought B was more.
Oh,
That's a good point right there, right?
And your captions are different.
I did see
Yeah.
the comments of the gap. The top
Yeah,
one.
that's why the
I
installation.
see the comments though.
Oh yeah,
But yeah.
the caption was different. I didn't
It's a
see
bunch
that.
of little things, but Andrew made a good point right there. Is in both videos, I installed the air conditioner. In one, I said how to. In one, I said how, or in one, I showed how to do it. So one video, I just showed how to install it. In the other one, I said this is how you do it. So little differences like that.
That's the same thing with the other video, with the one you copied.
Right? Isn't it crazy how that works, dude? It all connects. It's pretty cool. Interlinks. We're talking about that earlier. But yeah, it's pretty sick, right? And that's a cool thing with TikTok Shop, and it's kind of scary too, is literally the smallest differences can be that.
Yeah.
4 million people versus 15K, which is still pretty solid. You know, like I made a few sales off that one, but that one printed. But little things are different here and there. So let's analyze why. So this is the power split testing. Is if I were to just make one video and be like, if I were to make this video 3 times, it would have never got 4 million views, or at least it probably wouldn't, right? If I made this video 3 times, who knows? Maybe they all would have got 4 million views, who knows? But I filmed these 2 videos literally within like the same exact time, but I made each hook slightly different. And that's the key to split testing, is you don't want to do the exact same thing because you're like, it's like fishing in the exact same spot. No fish, no fish, no fish versus like different bait, different this, different that, reel it in, flick it up, I don't know, fishing, but.
Oh, because your hook on the bottom was salesy. Your hook on the bottom was salesy video too. It's like, oh, they make central AC, or they make portable AC. Obviously, I know you're gonna sell something.
Oh yeah, it was, I think it was, this is how to install, this is how to install a portable air conditioner, something like that, yeah. But yeah, that's a good point. So, it's not necessarily like, I don't go into when I make videos, I don't think like, I know for a fact it's gonna go viral. I'm like, let's see if this goes viral. And then once it does go viral, then you analyze it. So here's a few different things. Obviously, A or B, or I should say 1, video number 1, 4 million views, video number 2, 15,000 views. Okay, cool, why did this happen? Hooks of both. If you have a house in America without central AC, you're welcome. I think that's what I said, I don't remember. Hook B, this is how you're gonna install a portable AC in your room, that's what it was, yeah. So these were 2 different hooks, and this one obviously did really well. So this means, what are people more interested in? Are people more interested in, this is how you're gonna install a portable AC in your room? 15K views, so some people, but not really. If you have a house in America without central AC, 4 million views. That means 4 million people were like, oh, that's me.
Yeah, I had that.
Yeah, instantly you relate to it, right? So 4 million people were about to scroll through the video, but they're like, oh shoot, they just called me out. I'm invested, I gotta stay and watch this video. So there's that right there. Like we were talking about earlier, different visuals. Visual A, I physically showed myself inserting the AC into the window as the hook. Visual on the second one. I was walking up to the window air conditioner and then I closed it on there. Crazy how small of a difference it is, but it made a very, very big difference right there. And finally, like we said earlier, text on screen. First one, POV, all caps. Your home, spell you were wrong, please do it. Make them pissed, I don't care. POV, your home doesn't have central AC, and emojis too. I always add 1 or 2 emojis just to kind of like finish the deal. Freezing cold emoji, house emoji. Second one, POV, you just found out they make portable ACs. Same emojis right there. Another one too. Are people more interested when they see POV, your home doesn't have central AC? People are thinking like, oh, well, that's me. What's my POV? What's my story? What's he gonna say that I'm gonna relate to? Versus POV, you just found out they make portable ACs. Also a good hook, but most people are like, I don't really care. And this is scroll past. It's little things like this. And what is it called? Like hindsight is 20/20. I would have never known all of this was real until I posted the video. You're never gonna post one video knowing exactly what to say. You have to try it all out. That's what this is. It's Shotgun Sniper, right? Try everything out, see what's gonna go viral. And now, my next video, what am I gonna do? Replicate this one or this one? First video. So
I just thought it was crazy, because I thought like the second part of the second video was way better. But they didn't even get past the first 4 seconds to get to the second part.
Yeah.
So if you combine that first hook with that second part, there you go.
There it is, dude. Think I can affiliate now. Nice. Let's go, baby. Let's go. That's exactly what we got to do. So if you thought the meat and potatoes, we call it, so hook, meat, potatoes, call to action, that's the structure of it. If you thought the meat and potatoes of this video was great, but the hook of this one was great, like Lucas said, combine them. that could be the next Wrenches You're Welcome. You never know. So that's a really cool thing about split testing. And this was just 2 videos. I usually do like 5 videos and kind of do this, but it worked out with these ones right here. Split testing is very important. That is how you're going to do it right there. All right, we're finishing up, so don't worry. I know I gotta use the bathroom too. So it's a little timeline that I made when it comes to doing TikTok Shop. It's a little wrap up of everything we just talked about. You guys take pictures of this if you want. But here is the steps of becoming, or this is the steps of making a viral video. Number 1 all the way at the front.